Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Rankaholics podcast.
It's been a while, guys. We haven't
weeks.
recorded in
little
over 3 weeks, I think.
hiatus there.
Yeah.
Had to
By
get
accident.
Hiatus.
I mean, we were kind of planning.
hiatus.
Let's
Keep it
see.
on, Gianluca.
Anyway, we were planning on skipping Christmas, and then we were like too busy for
Yeah.
New Year's.
We were
like,
It was like the only day we could have recorded was Monday before it came out. We're like,
right. And we were just
Point
too tired.
is, we had a blast on our break, so
Jordan
it
did
was-
some working out. I wanted you to bring it up.
Oh,
Jordan,
man.
how'd it go?
dude, I overdid it.
High five.
I can't bend my arms all the way. It was horrible trying to dress myself this morning.
Okay,
How-
we don't need to know that.
Did you overwork it? Again, how did you overwork yourself?
So I should have eased my way back into it, and I didn't because I'm Jordan, and my
You
mentality.
go ham.
I'm going ham. That's what I'm gonna do, and I pretty much worked out until my arms gave out. Next
Smart.
thing I know, I wake up the next morning, and
Today.
no, the
Oh.
first morning,
Oh, okay.
in the middle of the night, my left arm is just I can't bend it at all.
Mhm.
It's so stiff. I mean, I couldn't go back to bed because it was so sore and in pain.
Right.
And then eventually that kind of loosened out throughout the day. This morning, I was like, man, maybe I should call him to work. I don't think I can drive in the snow and my arms don't work because both my arms felt that way this morning.
Gosh.
So, yeah, that was not fun.
I don't even know, like.
Weak.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty much disabled now, so I think I can get a handicap day.
Where's my handicap spot? The only time I've ever, as far as like, I've done legs, and I cannot walk down the stairs without it looking like I crapped my pants. So,
Yeah. that's
never
for
done
sure.
my arms though, as far as overworking.
No,
arms.
just some advice because I just made the mistake, guys. If you're going to work out, ease your way into it if you haven't done it at all or if you haven't done it in a while. And stretch a lot. And drink fluids.
Is that your New Year's resolution?
Is to get
Work out.
cracked.
not-
To get hammed?
To not go be disabled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be able to put my clothes on in the morning, so I'm
Okay,
gonna be a
okay.
little more careful next time.
Okay, Jordan.
But anyway, for anyone that's new here, we are Rankaholics. We rank stuff.
Facts.
We've done candy. We've done cereals. We've done. What else have we done? We just talked
That's
about.
it.
Yeah,
Have
that's
we-
it. We've only done those two
Just a
things.
few episodes.
We've done the Harry Potter movies.
We've done Office episodes, Office characters.
War movies.
All the stuff. Basically anything.
Yeah,
Well,
wide
we haven't done
variety.
everything yet, but that's basically what we do here. And
Facts,
we
facts.
made it. We got a hate comment the first day of the
Oh,
new year,
yeah.
and I was like, we made it.
We've
John
done
Luca
it.
wouldn't let me comment back.
I was like, it's probably not smart if Jordan.
I told you a few things of my ideas of what I would comment back, but now once I figured it out, it was just gonna be I'd be like, you obviously cared enough to comment.
Yeah. Thank you. You just respond and say thank you for taking the time.
Thank
to
you for.
comment.
I just liked the
Yeah.
comment. I was like,
yeah,
okay.
that's
yeah.
what I would do. I would just like it and nothing else.
I kind of just.
And that's what I've
laughed.
done.
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like it
You get hate comments?
all the time, dude. So many
Like,
people
gosh,
hate
this
me.
photography.
Just blow up on everything, you know.
Oh,
people
yeah,
people
yeah.
hate you when you're good at everything.
Oh.
Not kidding.
Are you good at
I mean,
everything?
not serious.
Anyway, we were just gonna discuss sports today. I know that's not the
Most popular.
most popular thing, but that was originally what we were gonna do when we
Yeah.
decided to do a
Let
podcast.
us do what we want,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Please.
stop it.
I'm
Stop
freaking
it.
I hear you
excited.
guys
I am-
just yelling.
I'm
You're
tired
like,
of
I
hearing
hate
this.
these guys who think they can talk about anything and we'll just listen.
Yeah,
And
it's just the worst.
yeah. So.
But
sorry.
NFL playoffs are starting here shortly. I guess we're in
Tis
week
the
18.
season.
Tis the season. Week 18. And I guess, do we want to do like how we think the playoffs are going to work out? Do you think the Packers are going to lose again in
I
the
think
NFC
How
Championship?
they're gonna work out is just like whoever wins will go on, and
Yeah.
who doesn't.
Right.
I think
who
that's.
doesn't. It's whoever
I
scores the most
have an
points.
educated guess
Okay,
for that.
Pat, good
So,
job.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, we're really good at
we,
this.
we nailed it.
Man.
Good podcast, guys.
Non-biased opinion. Packers are making it all the way. Biased opinion. Packers are making it all
Okay.
the way.
It's almost like I couldn't tell.
I think they can go far.
I think if there's any year the Packers can make it past the NFC Championship, this is their only year to do it now.
I would agree with you on that. Because the Seahawks aren't in the playoffs.
No, they
Who-
beat the Seahawks last time in the playoffs, so shut your mouth.
Are they going to be in the NFC Championship game?
Who do you
I
makes
think,
it to the NFC
okay, I think
Championship
it's
game?
the
Yeah.
Cowboys have a good chance.
Yes.
I don't think I think the Buccaneers always have a chance with Tom
Not
Brady.
anymore.
I think
Not this year.
No, I think with Tom Brady, there's always
Yes.
that chance.
Right.
However,
agree with you on
yes, they are pretty
They're
decimated by
struggling now.
injuries this year, and they lost Antonio Diva Brown not
right.
too long ago. So
Yeah.
they definitely lessens
What a
their
punk.
chances. So I definitely see the Cowboys or maybe the Rams.
I don't think the
I-
Rams will do it.
Okay.
I thought they would a month ago.
I always
6
think
weeks ago.
I think they'll be pretty good in the playoffs. compared
Well,
to what
okay,
they
so-
have been lately.
The last playoff spot right now, it's up for grabs. I think it's between the 49ers and Saints.
Yes.
So the 49ers just have to beat
49ers.
the 49ers have to beat the Rams on Sunday. I don't know who the Saints play.
Let me look it up.
But I think it's going to be the 49ers regardless. Because, okay, if the 49ers make it, I think they have a good chance of making.
Saints play the Falcons.
Okay.
So I think the Saints actually have a better chance of making it just because the 49ers play the Rams.
Yeah.
True. But are the
Tho-
Rams even playing any
Divisional
of their
games always surprise
That's true.
everyone.
Isn't
And
it?
it's like, just in our division alone, it's like we'll go and whip the Cardinals, and then the Cardinals will go and it's so
Well,
backwards.
we sweeped the 49ers.
It's so backwards.
We sweeped the 49ers
Yeah.
twice this year. I think the 49ers have the Rams number.
Yeah,
I
was
think
just gonna
so,
say,
yeah.
I forgot. I think they usually beat
Back
them.
when the
Yeah.
Rams were hotter than they are now.
Right, and I
The
think,
49ers
and then the
beat 'em.
Cardinals,
So it's
Pretty hot.
pretty hot. So I think, I think the 49ers make it regardless, and I think they end up upsetting a team. I think if the way the playoffs are ended today, I think it's the 49ers versus the Bucks. If that stays the same, I think the 49ers do beat the Buccaneers in the first round. I think the 49ers will make it to the divisional round regardless.
I hope the Packers play them in the NFC Championship.
The 49ers?
Yeah, so we can get an easy win onto the
Gosh.
Super Bowl.
At the 49ers,
I think the the Cowboys. I think the Bucks will go further than like the Niners, and I think every other team is gonna go further than the Niners. I could see them getting in the playoffs, but I don't think they'll beat the Bucks.
I don't.
Let's
It'll
just-
be interesting.
Let's
to
just throw the Cardinals out because let's be honest, their coach is not that good.
They always start off hot.
He's
and then
overrated. He's so
overrated. They start off hot, and
Mm.
then they either
Interesting.
Kyler Murray gets injured towards the
Mhm.
mid or end of the season, and then they're not as good.
If they get DeAndre Hopkins back, I think it'll make a big difference.
Well, yeah,
because
their offense is not the same without
yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins.
So I think if he comes back, that'll be different. That's the thing about Green Bay is them getting back Jair,
Mm-hmm.
getting back David, who just started practicing again, and then possibly Zadarius Smith.
Right.
And their center and their right tackle, so like they're gonna have the healthiest team they've had all year
Mhm.
come the playoffs.
That is very true. That's why I think you're right. The Packers' best chance of any of the years is this year.
Yes.
Even though they've had good chances in the past and they looked like they were going to in previous years,
Yeah.
especially last year.
But this is the best defense they've had this year,
Right.
For sure.
For sure. And they didn't even have Jair and or
They have-
Zadarius Smith.
They haven't had Zadarius or Jair pretty
Right.
much most of the year.
So I think for my Super Bowl prediction, I want to say the Packers. If it's not the Packers, then I wouldn't be surprised seeing the Rams there. I'll be honest, even though they haven't looked as
Mhm.
good since they lost Robert Woods.
Who are
So-
the two teams you have in the NFC Championship game?
In the NFC, it's probably Packers or Rams. It would not
Or
surprise me.
Cowboys.
I would go. I think Cardinals. I don't know. I think we can beat them. So with that being said, I don't think they'll get to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
I could see Packers and Bucks, maybe Cowboys.
I'm thinking Packers Cowboys.
In the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, that way I know the.
But what
Packers
game?
are
What game
gonna
would you rather watch? A Packers Cowboys or Packers Rams?
win. Packers Cowboys.
I
For
kind of. I think I
sure.
kind of would
Yeah.
watch Packers Cowboys. But I
I'm
don't think it'd
excited
be that.
to watch the Cowboys. I really wanted the Cardinals to go all the way, to be honest. The whole year I was kind of rooting for them, not rooting. But I kind of thinking the Cardinals won't go all the way.
No,
I kind of want to
definitely
see the Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Green Bay. We haven't seen Green Bay play the Cowboys this year. We've already seen them beat the Rams.
Right.
So I would like to see them play the Cowboys at home.
I just don't think it would be that much of a game. To be honest, I think the Packers would destroy the Cowboys.
I don't think. I think it'd be closer than you think.
Probably because of playoff time and there's
Yeah.
more.
But I think
I
the
mean-
Packers have the advantage.
Oh, they always beat the
Especially because
Cowboys
if they're
in
playing
the
at
playoffs.
home.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Also,
from
Also, I would love the trash talk Dustin.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
kind of nice. From the AFC side,
Yeah.
it is still.
Chiefs.
I forgot that the Titans have the number 1 seed, and
Yeah.
it still boggles my mind how
I
they
did
have them
too.
1 seed,
And they're getting Derrick Henry.
and they get
back.
Derrick
Yeah.
Henry back, which is
Okay,
insane.
was it 2 years ago they lost in the AFC Championship game?
Yes, to the Chiefs.
I was like so sad when that
I
happened.
wanted the Titans to
I
win.
really wanted.
They had
So
a big lead too.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
halftime. Yeah, that or maybe
Yep.
it was the end of the first quarter.
I would like to see him go all the way. I'm tired of
Right.
the Chiefs. I would see the Bengals or the Bills because I both
don't-
like their teams. They're young
Right.
quarterbacks.
Mhm.
I like watching them.
Here's the thing: Chiefs have not done good against good defenses this year. Like
Right,
really
or
good
even
ones.
the Bengals don't even have. I mean, the Bengals have a good defense.
They have a decent defense.
Yeah, right. They've played way above par this
Yeah.
year.
I don't think they make it because of inexperience in the playoffs. They're a young team. They got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. All these guys
Yeah.
are really young, so they haven't had that playoff experience yet.
True,
and
true.
it's completely different.
I did see a TikTok that said if this is the year for them to win it, it's this year, or not win it, but make it to the Super Bowl. It's this year.
I think
For the
Wow.
Bengals.
I think their window's going to be still open.
Possible. It's just
Yeah.
players they have to resign and all this, and
Hmm.
I think, I mean their offensive line's not the greatest, but I mean
Exactly, so
they've
can
gotten
improve it.
they've gotten their offense like figured out though. I mean it's changed over the course of the season, but Joe Burrow has really come over the past couple weeks. He's hot right now.
Here's the thing: you only need to keep 2 of those 3 receivers in the future,
Yeah.
and if you want to, like, this is the time to continue to build that offensive line. If you give them a good offensive line,
Yeah.
imagine what they're going to do.
Right.
Yep.
Especially because Joe Mixon's already had a really good year this
That's
year.
why I'm saying, like, this is not their only year. If they play it right, they
Yeah.
can have.
hmm I believe it's also because they've been like one of the healthiest this year. Like Joe
Yeah.
Mixon was healthy all year, and like
yeah.
I've had him, and
That's
I would know
true.
because I've had Joe Mixon the past like 3 or 4 years in fantasy,
Yeah.
and he's been injured every year.
Mhm.
And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not drafting him in fantasy this year, and then I
Rookie traded.
drafted him.
Are you drafting?
I drafted him, and he was healthy the whole season, which I was
Yep.
He
surprised.
played well.
Nicknamed him injury prone.
Right, I know exactly. So I was ready. But so from the AFC side, I still think the Chiefs, or the I wouldn't be surprised seeing the Bengals. I really, really, really want it to be the Chargers.
I do too.
They have to win this week. Just to get
That they have to win.
Yeah.
They have to be the Raiders this
Chargers and the Colts are the 2 in the hunt.
week. Right.
I don't think the Colts. Jonathan Taylor carries the team.
I
He
think
does.
Colts are actually one of the sleepers if they make the playoffs.
Right. Oh,
Just
yeah.
If they
from-
make the playoffs.
If they make
but
playoffs, yeah, for sure.
Who do they play this week?
But the
They play
Chargers,
Jaguars.
I wanted the Chargers to not only be good, but like be really good and win
Yeah.
it because I like Justin
I
Herbert.
love Justin Herbert.
They're a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
They got really cool
They
uniforms.
got
Yes.
really cool
Yeah.
uniforms.
The baby blue
I'm
uniform-
buying one
San
for
Diego.
sure.
The baby blue uniforms are like
So good.
Yeah.
So
Top
I love everything about him. I'd like to see him
Herbie.
just
right. Yeah, and I like Justin Herbert. He's
Actually,
hilarious.
whoever has him on their team should nickname
Sam,
him Herbie Fully Loaded.
Oh yeah, it's Sam.
I wanted to draft him so bad,
I think
but I wasn't going to
everybody
draft him in the first or
Yeah.
early
Well,
rounds.
Sam was gonna.
Yeah,
pick
you don't
him
want
up
to pull
before I did.
Giuliano and draft Mahomes in the top 10.
No, what a
and then-
mistake
Um,
for the
but
first 2 months.
okay. So what about you guys? What do you think from the AFC side?
Okay, low key, hear me out, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and you're not gonna agree with me. I think the Patriots have a chance. Now,
They have a chance.
I'm not saying
8-8.
they have a chance with their offense. Their offense isn't bad,
Mm-hmm.
but Mac Jones is obviously a rookie, so
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
gonna struggle. But their defense is
It's
so
super good.
good, and it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
So I would never
Never cut him out. Yep.
I
He
feel
can
like
game plan against any team.
Right.
It doesn't matter who it
Yes.
is.
I feel like everybody forgot how good the defense was, especially because since last year, a lot of their players opted out because of COVID,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so they were not that good last year, which is
Yeah.
why they ended up getting.
I'm pretty sure they still had a top 10 defense last year.
They had a decent defense. They had a
Like
decent
with all the players out.
right. They had a decent defense last
Mm.
year. I mean, Cam Newton just sucked
yeah.
last year, so that's why they got like I think it was 15th pick, but to get Mac Jones, and so I feel like everyone forgot about their defense, but then everyone
Mhm.
comes back and they have a top tier defense.
And it's like
they still traded Stephon Gilmore away,
yeah,
and so
kind of came out of nowhere. It was like, whoa, Patriots are good.
Yeah.
I really wanted Stephon Gilmore. I wanted the Green Bay to get him so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And then we got Rasul Douglas, who apparently he's made the Pro Bowl. So
yeah, and I remember when seeing him when he got signed And everyone's like, oh my gosh, this guy's a bum.
He's like, hey guys, we got our Stephon Gilmore. He turned out to be a Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, he's been really good this year.
He's been insane.
Chip on his shoulder.
All the Eagles fans were like mad because they had him on their
The,
team.
right, yeah, and the Panther. I think he was on the Panthers before the Packers.
Cardinals, I think, was the last team he was on.
Oh, okay.
And then he went there and intercepted him at the end.
Right, yeah. So it's like, and he hasn't been that good since coming into the league. But then ever since arriving in Green Bay, he's been like on fire.
He was good in his first year at Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I think he won the Super Bowl with them. And then I guess he just kind of fell off.
Well, he was good when he came into Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers probably threatened him
So like, if you know
with
how
his
good-
long hair.
If it works, it works.
right?
I think the secondary around you makes a big difference too. So like, if the rest of your secondary sucks, you're gonna look bad.
Yes, that's true.
So I think it helps having the Packers secondary, which is actually pretty solid.
Okay. And okay, Pat, who would be your AFC prediction?
I hate to say it, but I think Chiefs. I could see
it's-
Chiefs and Titans in the championship game. I want to say Titans, but I
Don't think it's gonna happen.
It's a
If
toss-up
Derrick
for
Henry
me.
returns to the form he
Yes.
left at,
Yes,
Then
then,
I-
Titans.
oh, yeah.
Titans all the
Titans
way.
for sure.
Super Bowl
Sure.
win.
then
Baby.
Titans Packers Super Bowl,
Titans Packers. Yeah.
and then the Titans winning it.
Nah, dude, this is like the same team they had last year, and we were gonna wreck them.
Gosh, I just don't get how the Titans have kept the number 1 seed and still like they lose Derrick Henry, and they're still like
Yeah.
the ones. It's just mind blowing. And their defense has actually been really good.
I had really no idea how the AFC. I don't pay much attention, but I knew like kind of the top teams. But then I saw like a few days ago that Titans had the number 1 seed, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. But I mean, now they could still lose it. There's like
No.
4 teams that are still in the running for them 1
Mhm.
seed. Like Bengals could get it. I'm pretty sure.
Here's
So
the thing, guys. Ryan Tannehill is not winning a Super Bowl.
no, he's the definition of a game manager.
He
That's
will
why.
not-
That's why I don't think the Titans will end up making it.
It's rare to.
I
See
mean,
a
but
game
that
manager win a
offense-
Super Bowl.
The offense runs off of Derrick Henry. So I mean, like
Yes.
obviously, if you shut down Derrick Henry, then you're shutting down their offense.
Easy.
But AJ Brown's went on fire recently. He's a good wide receiver.
my boy.
Not in past playoff game.
Well,
Yeah,
game
yeah.
before that.
I was trying to think. Okay, so is there anybody like in the NFL? I guess any surprises during the season?
Cowboys.
Would you say the Cowboys were surprises? Like how?
I
good?
guess I just didn't see it coming.
Any team that plays that good with Mike McCarthy as a coach is a
As a
surprise
head
to me.
Actually, I mean Joe Burrow. I mean, I think we all forget that he came off an ACL injury.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's
I
been
knew he was gonna be good. Like you just know by looking at him. Like we were talking
Right.
before this, the swag. Yeah, like the
Yes.
swag is super important to have as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, confidence. Like you'll notice it in a rookie if they have it or not.
Yeah.
And if they have it, you know, if you put the right pieces around them, they're
Mhm.
gonna be
And you know what? A lot of the rookies now have it.
I wanted.
Rookies or 2-year guys.
Right.
Even
Or
Zach
guys.
Wilson right now. Like if you watch him play,
Yeah.
it's honestly like he's got.
Yeah, he's
that.
got some.
Yeah.
He's got
Got
some
that
good
swag.
throws. Oh, he definitely has the swag for sure.
Like, he looks like a baby, but
Yeah.
Yes.
You know who I wanted to be good this year was Sam Darnold and the Panthers. I wanted them
such
to
a
be good,
letdown.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude, they're like 3-0. They're 4-0. This might be.
but they
really
were
good.
playing like nobodies.
Yeah.
They did beat the Saints, but I mean, they were playing nobodies, and I wanted Sam Darnold to be good because like the excuse was, oh, he was with the Jets.
Yep.
He had Adam Gase as his head coach,
Yeah.
and then he has weapons there. He has
Mhm.
DJ Moore. He has Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, he has weapons.
So he has weapons, and their defense is pretty good.
Yeah. They
So
have
they-
really good defense.
They underperformed hardcore. Same with the Broncos.
Same with the Broncos. That's because
Broncos.
it's like both these teams don't have quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
You
They
want
have all these weapons for no reason.
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater
Sad.
before his ACL injury was good,
Yeah.
and then he tore his ACL.
I disagree. I think he's about the same quarterback he was before.
He might have been. I feel like he would have been a little more mobile,
Yeah.
which would help. But I mean,
He's
I-
never been like.
he's just
really
been like
good.
a yeah. And I wanted Drew Lock to be good too because I like
Yeah.
Drew Lock.
Oh man, I wish he was good. He's got some dance moves, man.
Yeah,
He's got swag, but
he has swag for sure. But they also have weapons and a running game and a defense.
they have like actually one of the most underrated wide receiving corps in all of NFL,
Broncos.
and don't have a quarterback. So
Mhm.
if Aaron Rodgers, if you're going anywhere next year,
or if
that's
Russell
where you
Wilson.
should
If
go.
Russell Wilson went
Yeah.
to the Broncos,
Oh,
That'd be a good
gosh.
place too. Yeah.
my
Ju-
goodness.
Then I'll trade Judy for like a good amount of.
Then you
value
got
there.
you got Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson in the same division,
Ooh.
and Justin Herbert.
Watch out.
That'd be lit.
Derek Carr. I'm getting out of here. So, okay. Well, okay. Let's see, Pat. Since we're both Seahawks fans, who do you want to leave? Russell Wilson or Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll.
You want Pete Carroll to leave?
Both. I'm not a Seahawks fan, but I want both to leave.
We didn't ask.
I mean, if they both left, would you? I don't know.
I love Russell Wilson. I'm mad at him now because he's sucking, but I just like love him very much as like a person and a figure or whatever. I don't know, and he's a good athlete, and so I'd hate to see him leave. I'd like to see them fix the problem
With Russell and leave
by getting rid of Pete.
Yeah,
and making whatever other changes. But so I really don't want Russell Wilson to leave. But at some point, he probably will.
I think I'm one of the few that wants to keep both, only because I do like Pete Carroll.
I did for a while.
I do. I see the problems with Russell Wilson too. So I think some of the problems, like with it's not even the offensive line. It's Russell Wilson himself. He doesn't want to take the check down. He does not want to do the easy throws. He does not want to do the check down passes all the time.
It was ever since he signed that big contract extension.
That's usually what happens.
He got fatter.
He just
got fatter.
He was
Obviously
like, I'm
having
a hot shot now.
Right.
Deep balls.
Having the injuries this year, or having the injury this year, didn't help, because I think if he doesn't have the injury, you beat the Saints, you beat the Steelers, you beat the who was the other team that they missed?
You said Steelers.
Steelers. What was the original game? There was another game. He missed the Jaguars game, but we won that one. So also, if you don't blow the lead against the Titans in the second game of the week, the season,
got shut out by Green Bay.
Well, I think things would have been different. I think we probably would still lost to Green Bay because I had that as a loss because it's in Green Bay. But that game would have been different. We wouldn't have got shut out, I don't think.
Oh, you still got shut out.
I don't know. But
it would have been close, but we still would have lost.
You also, you probably don't
17-3.
lose. I mean, maybe you don't lose to the Bears still. Maybe you do. But I think, obviously, the season looks a little different. Just you think about it with Russell.
Even if we made the playoffs, we wouldn't have gotten far.
But the team is too talented. Or the Seahawks are too talented.
Are too talented
to be this sucky.
Yeah, because every single year it's like either the offense is really good at the beginning and defense sucks, and then they always flip it, or one is good and the other sucks. And then
if you told me at the beginning, after seeing week 1, because they looked so good against the Colts, and I was like, okay, after week 1, if you had told me that we would have gone, let's say we're 6-10 right now, if we go 7-10, or if we go 6-11 or whatever,
where'd we go wrong?
I'd be like,
who gets injured?
Russell, probably Russell gets injured or something else, or the defense just really sucks. Yeah. But after week 1, the offense looked super good, and I was shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. So I think the offensive coordinator. What?
I wasn't shocked at all.
Yeah, I know. I saw lots of people saying the Seahawks will get last, and the thing was, they've been saying that for a while now. The Seahawks will get last, and every year it's always like the Seahawks surprise people.
Yeah.
Usually they come out and they're like
and outperform.
They're underestimated by
every year because the roster is like under talented or like not as good because everyone else in the division is getting better.
Yeah,
and the Seahawks are staying are getting worse or staying the same.
Yeah,
Pete Carroll.
So like this year, but then they always
give them more gum,
right? But they always end up outperforming those. But then this year it caught up to them finally, and so
I hope. See, okay, so what were we saying before? If they made the playoffs, I don't think they would have gone very far.
Yeah,
and I think back to like a month ago when I was like, you know what? It was after whatever like embarrassing loss we have. I'm like, you know what? I would rather that we just like do terrible here or from here on out, because then like instead of the Seahawks just like barely missing the playoffs or finish with like just like 500 record, then it's like, okay, we just like fix a few things. But now it's like we did so bad that they're gonna be like, we need serious help. Where's the problem? Where are the problems?
Do you want them to keep Bobby Wagner or get rid of him?
I don't want to say one more year. I think get rid of him.
Really?
Yeah. They've got good enough guys.
I would rather him just retire because I don't want to see him on another team.
Yeah.
Than us cutting him because
he's going to Green Bay next year.
Gosh, get out of here
right now.
No. Although the Seahawks defensive players, like the young players, looked really good. Jordan Brooks looks really good.
I saw a list of the most tackles, top 10 list, and Jordan Brooks was like 2 spots behind Bobby Wagner.
Yeah. Well, now I saw it today. So the top right now is a player on the Falcons, and then Bobby Wagner because he missed the whole game last week, and then Jordan Brooks, who's third, and he's only six tackles behind Bobby Wagner. So if Bobby Wagner doesn't play, Jordan Brooks is probably going to break his record that Bobby Wagner just set.
Yep.
So
what's his pass coverage rating?
Jordan Brooks?
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
think it's more
decent.
than just tackles.
Right. I think it's I think it's decent. I think it's pretty decent.
Jordan Brooks, though, it was how many years has he been in the league?
This is his second year.
Okay, so it was last year. He was playing, and it was like, oh, this guy's good, and it was a rookie, so it's like, who's this guy? But it's like he's playing well.
Right. Yeah. Jordan's looking up his pass coverage rating.
No.
So he wants to pick it up at He wants to pick him up at Madden, really, when we do a season.
Honestly, if he has a good, I totally would.
I think it's decent. I don't know if it's anything.
Misspelled coverage.
But I don't want them to let him play another year. It just sucks because
we don't have really a pick. I know if they trade Russell, then we're probably gonna get some picks. But
yeah. Do you think?
Tell me.
Oh, you talk.
Oh, okay. Well, Jordan, I guess I'll ask you. What were your surprises from this year?
Surprises. Honestly, Trevor Lawrence. I expected a little bit better from him. I'm not saying he's on a good team or anything because he doesn't have a lot around him, but no good, not a lot of good wide receivers. Obviously, DJ Chark got injured early in the year.
They didn't have the greatest receivers
to begin with, and their offensive line is horrid.
And I think it's also mind-boggling that they decided to pick up Travis Etienne.
That pick makes no sense.
Right.
If you are gonna pick a running back when you already have James Robinson, pick one in the later rounds and get a power back to kind of offset him. Right. You need a good elusive one and then a power one.
It's like every year the Seahawks when they have a back pick, when they picked Rashad Penny at the time, I'm like, why do we have Chris Carson now?
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of glad we have Rashad Penny just because
it took him a while,
and he's also been super injured. But Rashad Penny was a beast in college. And so
anyway,
but
I'm saying I still expected better from Trevor Lawrence because some of the throws I've seen him make are just they're dumb. I don't know how you're not making this read or such and such. He still has he still has a lot of confidence to him. Yeah, if you watch him.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for better next year, but it was definitely a letdown.
Yeah. If next year, let's say next year, because they'll have a new head coach. If it's looking bad next year, is it too early to call him a bust?
I think you need at least 3 years. I think people give up too easily.
I don't know.
If he's really bad, really bad.
But if things stay the same, if you don't see any progression next year,
I'm getting rid of him on my team.
I would say if you see a down progression from this year,
yeah,
rid of him. But you need to look at Josh Allen, who didn't have much progression from his first to his second year, and then his third year,
he skyrocketed and got really good.
And I think that should be
he worked on his accuracy.
The perfect picture of this is what you should give a rookie QB. This is how much time you should give him, unless he progresses down from his first to his second year.
It's just hard because he had there's so much drama in Jacksonville. So it's how much of that do you credit towards that being towards his progression? That's huge, especially because it was Urban Meyer and
I wouldn't bring a college coach in to begin with. I don't understand what NFL people think.
Yeah.
How often does it work out?
I guess it just depends who you bring in because Pete Carroll.
I know. I'm saying it rarely works out.
Right. Yeah. And he was also a head coach previously, so
Nick Saban didn't even work out when he went to the NFL.
Right.
I wonder if he would do better now.
But do you think does he ever leave Alabama?
I wouldn't. You win a championship or have a championship
every year.
Yeah. So I don't see the problem.
Right. And everyone comes to Alabama just to work with him.
If Nick Saban hasn't got bored of doing it now, he's not going to get bored of doing it later.
So that's the other thing we can kind of debate here is and you're more of a college person than us two. So do you enjoy college football more than NFL?
No, but I still love college football.
Right, but obviously going to a game is way different.
Oh, it's so much fun going to college football.
College football. I'm sure the atmosphere is crazy, way crazy.
It's way more fun to just watch them on TV than NFL games, in my opinion.
College football?
Yeah.
Watch college football?
TV? Way more energy in college football than NFL.
I would actually agree with that.
Unless it's a really good NFL matchup, I would almost always, or a Seahawks game. Well, not all the time. I would almost always pick to watch a college football game over NFL, regardless of who's playing in college.
I can't do college football. I think It just
You haven't given it a try.
So
no,
high
I have.
energy.
I have watched. It's
you
not
probably
about.
watched some two poopy teams. or
Well, I mean,
something.
like I do live in Washington. It's not like we got the Huskies and Cougars. I mean,
Okay, Huskies have been good.
have been good previously.
Yeah.
So I did. And I have watched the game. I've watched the national championship games, and those are fun to watch.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I guess it's more like you get tired of seeing like pretty much the same teams. At least Alabama all the time seeing it. And
It's
I
the
bet
same
you-
like 6 teams.
yeah,
I bet you if you grew up as a kid
college
Yes.
football.
watching
yeah.
it, then
Yes.
you would be more attached. to
Right,
the
no, I
team.
definitely
So I
would
don't
have
think
been.
you're like attached to a team enough to actually
Right,
care
like
for it as
my-
much. Like I'm a big Duck
Ducks fan.
obviously.
And you also grew up in
Yeah.
Eugene,
in
where
Eugene.
Yeah.
Going to the Autzen Stadium is one of the best things ever.
right, and you went to college game day.
Oh my gosh. It's dope.
Right, waking up 4 a.m. for all those. So it's like that's way more exciting to you, or appeals way more to you than someone who didn't grow up. That being said, I enjoy college basketball way more than
Yeah.
NBA basketball.
Because you're attached to Gonzaga.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so also just that college basketball, I feel like is way to me is also
I think
exciting.
having the March Madness makes college basketball.
way
Yeah.
more. I would
Better.
much rather watch March Madness
Yes.
over a lot of sporting events. To be honest,
Okay, if they make a college football playoff 16 teams,
let's just do 64 teams. You know,
that
let's
would-
just do.
that'd be way too many games.
I know that'd be way too many games.
So long.
Way too many injuries. That's the other thing is like players opt out of bowls. So does it, I saw something as to like the Rose Bowl doesn't mean much anymore. Like
It's
back-
becoming more and more like that.
right, whereas like
Unfortunately.
Tom Brady was a Rose Bowl winner, and now I think it was like C.J. Stroud was a Rose Bowl winner.
Oh, he's actually pretty good.
Right, he's good, but I mean like the comparison of Tom Brady and C.J. Stroud, like somebody compare the two, it's just like it doesn't mean as much. Like people still talk
You
about.
can't really compare them.
No, but that's the Rose Bowl like has kind of lost not its meaning, but like players are opting out of their the bowl games, and now they don't mean as much. Plus, there's also so many bowl games, and it's become a advertisement fest.
Yes, yeah, no, it definitely has. They've added too many bowl games to begin with. But no, it's because the draft combine and getting drafted means way more now
Right.
than it ever has. So being healthy is far more important. And I
Yeah.
totally agree with the players opting out. Cause
No,
why
I
would
don't-
you wanna risk
I-
losing
Yeah.
all that money.
Right. I'm not saying it's the player's fault for opting out. I mean, I don't even know how you
Yeah.
combat that, to be honest.
At the same time, I respect it when a player stays in and continues to play.
Right.
'cause
Yeah.
If you do that, you obviously love your team and you love the game.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I understand
It's a risk either
wanting
way.
to opt out.
But college basketball is super fun to watch.
Mm.
Way more than NBA. Is that the door?
Hello. That was the lady.
Oh,
above
okay.
us.
Let's see.
Rearranging again.
Great. Let's see. What have we
Still
talked?
recording.
Oh yeah.
I hope so. Yeah.
Okay.
30.
So we've talked about. Did we give a Super? Did any of us actually give a Super Bowl prediction?
I think we kind of got there. I don't think we chose who was going to win it. I think
Okay.
it's-
I think it's gonna be a Packer. This is my official one right here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick with it. I think it's gonna be a Packers. I think it's gonna be Packers Chiefs.
I'm
gonna be honest.
actually agree with that. I got to go Packers Chiefs, and I think the Packers are going to win.
I think the Packers will too. If you told me at the beginning of the year when the Packers were gonna win the Super, if the
Mhm.
Packers were gonna make it to Super Bowl, I'd be like,
If the
Yeah.
Packers play like
because they
did-
didn't add anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the
Exactly.
same exact
Change.
team. So it's like,
Well,
how do you get
Their
better?
I would actually say their offensive line is
Probably
either
better.
just as good or better. The rookies they got for their offensive line this year.
They've also had to play a lot because David Bakhtiari's been out pretty much the whole year. So they've
That's the one thing. Actually, that was the biggest surprise.
oh yeah,
Packers offensive line without their starters is still
Been really
better
good,
than
yeah.
most of the teams
Mhm.
out there, which
Yeah.
surprises me. They got like a third string on like both sides. I'm like,
Well,
and they've actually so it's like it makes the future look good because
Yeah.
then you don't even need your best players out there.
exactly.
So
as much as I don't want to say it, I think Packers Chiefs.
all three of us.
I'd like to see Packers Titans.
Yeah.
And
Just happy to put
unfortunately,
Packers in their pat.
I think Packers win it.
What do you say?
all-
Unfortunately, dude. If it was Seahawks,
You
I'd be
know
I'd
why.
be rooting for the Seahawks.
What if the Seahawks would just be in the Packers?
I would still root for the Seahawks. I rooted for when they played. Oh, maybe I didn't.
Seahawks
actually.
have always been the second team you root for, except when they're playing the Packers.
Yes,
I do not feel the same way towards the Packers.
that's
That's
that sounds
but
like
that's
a personal
yeah.
problem.
See. Okay, hold on. We can go from here. Do we want to rank like the most hated or the fan bases, or we could rank teams that
Team
we
slash
hate.
fan bases
Yeah.
slash players. No, we can.
Yeah,
Fan
what
bases
do
are
teams-
hard to rank because I feel like every fan base has just crappy fans.
Well, no, yeah, it does. Like, obviously, I see crappy Seahawks fans, crappy Green Bay fans. But I think like
Eagles,
I'm not gonna.
Raiders, I think are one of the top.
I think Eagles are the worst. Actually, now you said that, Eagles are the worst.
Yeah.
Oh my, like Philadelphia fans for any sport are just
Right.
Yeah.
They are pretty
Yeah.
bad. Eagles, Cowboys.
Yep, Cowboys, specifically Dustin.
yeah. Shut up, Dustin. We hate you. Just kidding.
I don't really. I would say this. I don't hate Cowboys fan bases, but I think they're one of the most hated.
What about the 49ers? Or like,
They don't fall in when I think of.
I don't actually think they're as bad as
people.
think.
Okay.
I've hated Seahawk fans for the longest time
Yeah,
because
I can see it.
I've met some pretty
Yeah, annoying Seahawks
snaky
fans.
ones.
I think those Seahawk fans can be very
especially
annoying.
those two
Yeah.
little girls who kicked me in the back of the feet. Next time two little girls do that, I don't care how old you are, I'm smashing your face on the ground. No cap.
What about Rams fans? Rams fans are pretty annoying.
I would put them on the list.
I think it's just California fans or
Not
there's some-
Chargers though. I have respect for Chargers
because there's barely
fans.
any Chargers fans.
Well,
We're the Chargers fans. We're not even their main fans.
That is true. That is true.
that might be. Yeah.
For me, it's Vikings fans.
Mm.
Right now, Chiefs fans actually.
I do
yeah.
know. Yeah. Chiefs fans.
Yeah, Michelle.
You know what? On the flip side, most respected fan base,
Chiefs.
Bills.
Oh,
I love
Bills.
the Bills.
Oh, I like the Bills
Oh,
fans too.
facts.
Everyone likes.
Everyone does.
Everyone likes the Bills
Everyone
fans.
does.
Preach, brother. That's facts. That's straight.
Everyone does.
Facts.
What
You
about
can't hate
what
them.
about Browns
You could,
fans?
yeah.
For a while, people felt sad for Browns fans, but then the Browns
don't
kind of got better.
Really hate them.
I don't hate the Browns. I don't hate the
I got nothing
Browns.
against them. They got the worst team name in the NFL.
Yes.
In the
Right.
NFL, so.
Washington
Hey.
football team.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
close now.
Actually, I heard they're going Admirable.
Admirals.
I can't even say
Admirals?
it. I can't even say it. Admirals.
I saw there was a leak. I
hope
did
that's
not look
not
what
it.
it was.
I hope that's not it.
the Washington Admirals. That just sounds so.
all
kiddish.
of the names they've suggested, like last year when they released the options, they were all terrible.
I thought there was one that I liked. I think it was Red Wolves. I want to say that was the
Oh.
one I liked.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
That's
The Washington Red Wolves?
It feels too college.
it does.
I mean,
I agree
yeah.
with you.
Hey, look,
I'm
actually,
thinking Washington Captain Morgan's, and then you put the Captain Morgan logo on their helmet.
well, okay. There's not too many times where a team gets a new name that I like. But the Seattle Kraken.
That's
The Kraken
Yeah.
is actually really dope. Like
They did good there.
they did good. They did good there, and the
Cause-
jersey colors look amazing. If I was an NHL fan,
Yeah,
Facts.
hockey
yeah.
fan,
Washington
that jersey.
Admirals. Yeah, apparently.
Here's what
that's
they need to
this
do. They need to go on Madden, go relocate their team, look at all the team names they have.
Gosh,
because
those
they
are
have
so
some
bad.
good team names on there.
yeah, but that jersey colors are
They
horrible.
don't have to do the jersey colors. I
But,
mean, Seattle Snowhawks,
Seattle-
or sorry, Portland Snowhawks.
the
my bad.
Portland Snowhawks, just a rip off of the Seahawks.
Yeah, just a rip off.
Yeah.
But what fan base? Oh, what did we just bring
What
up?
about Buccaneers?
I kind of hate the
fans?
Packers fan base.
Oh,
Not because of you. Not at all.
No, they.
but I do
They
ki-
piss
just
me off too sometimes. I'm a Packer fan.
cheeseheads. They're like, I just,
Like
yeah,
they're
sorry.
actually like for the most part though, like a lot of people like Green Bay fans because they're actually pretty nice.
yeah,
In Green Bay.
yeah.
Obviously,
probably the
every
ones
fan
that are,
like,
base
the
has
city or whatever.
mean people, but just like
There's
I'll like
some that
go
just-
on the Facebook or like are you going to Instagram and look at the comments of these guys? And I'm like,
Yeah,
these
guys, we're better than
Most
this.
divided. What about Saints fans?
I don't
I
hate
got
them.
nothing against them.
Yeah.
Nothing against.
They're probably pretty rowdy. I'm sure it's New Orleans.
Yeah,
I'll just go down the list.
They got good food though.
Titans fans. I don't think I know any Titans fans. Dolphins fans.
I
don't
don't
think-
know of any.
Bears fans, I hate them.
Jaguar fans. Don't really.
They suck so
No.
bad. You
They
don't
suck.
care. You don't
Right.
even know they
Yeah.
have.
Actually, okay. You know who a team I like feel bad for? Like you kind of root for them is the Lions.
Yeah,
I kind of want them to do good.
They're my rival,
I
but
know.
you know I will root for them.
right. Like I
Except
like.
this
Are they
week.
still your rival?
Are they still your rival? If they
At this
keep-
point, they suck
Alright.
so bad. I don't think they are.
All right, all right. And I think the
Wait.
Vikings are your only rival because
Yeah, I think
Yes.
the Vikings are the only one who actually really puts up a fight.
Yeah,
they've gotten decent. Same like with the Seahawks. Like for a long time, like obviously there's when the Seahawks were in their prime, the 49ers were their biggest rival,
mm-hmm.
and then the Rams were just annoying,
Yeah,
and the Cardinals were just like, except for that 1 year in 2015 when they were actually annoying
Yeah.
and good.
Cardinals?
But the Cardinals.
Dude, yeah, they shouldn't have made it though. Packers should have beat them.
If you could just stop Larry Fitzgerald. But as far as like I don't know, like I don't even care for Cardinals fans now. Like I don't hate
no,
I think it's more Rams than 49er fans that I
Mhm.
still have disdain for.
I kind of hate 49ers fans and Rams, but not Cardinals.
Right.
What about
Um.
Pats?
Patriots.
Not I guess slightly.
When
but
Tom
not
Brady
really.
was there, I did not like Patriot fans.
Yes. Yeah.
Now that he's gone,
They're still kind of annoying. Like,
it's more I can like put up with it now because I have Mac Jones and I kind of like Mac Jones.
I'm actually a Patriots fan now, which is weird to say.
I don't think I'll
Like,
be a
I'll-
Patriots fan, but
I like Mac Jones, so like I'll kind of root for.
I-
Also, I do
yeah.
like Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I've always.
And I also
loved
like Tom
Belichick.
Brady. I just don't like them together when they were doing good.
really,
Yeah, but he just won a Super Bowl last year, so he's still doing good.
No, I know. That's why I like Tom Brady because he went into a different team and won. That's
Yeah,
why I was like,
still like Tom. I love.
like
Tom
I
Brady.
like Tom Brady now.
Okay, my biggest thing, people hating Tom Brady, is his cheat scandals. Is the reason a lot of people don't like him. I think they're pretty stupid cheat scandals, though.
really.
Deflategate, like, you know how many quarterbacks change the PSI in a ball? A lot of them do. So why are we pointing out one player?
I guess you know what? I should have been like, okay, if the balls were like a little bit lighter, or was it heavier?
Well,
Wider.
I think
A-
it was like
anyway,
have more
I want to know
defense.
how did the opposing quarterback do?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the other team
Yeah.
should do just as good. They have just the same amount of advantage. Don't.
But that's well that one and then
No,
there's
don't they use different balls in the or in the Super Bowl? Don't each team uses their own balls? I
This
think.
isn't a Super Bowl.
this was the this was the AFC
right.
championship game.
They definitely, I think, use the same balls.
What about what was the other one? A Spygate.
Spygate. Was
Yeah, okay, that's-
interesting. I don't know. About,
There's no room for, like, no matter how you look at it, you can't look at that and be like, oh no, that's fine. You know why?
no.
Get
Is that
after
Tom
him?
Brady doing it though?
I don't know who was.
That's the thing. It wasn't Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think it was, if anything, it's
Yeah.
more
I
Bill
can't
Belichick.
blame Tom Brady for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
There's been, I'm just saying they put a lot of blame on Tom Brady for no reason. Also, Aaron Rodgers inflates his balls. Is not the weirdest thing?
like he makes
Like,
it bigger.
He makes
Just
them
hate him
bigger.
more.
He literally. What do you say?
Why? Wait, so that makes me hate him more. Why do they alter them at all if they have to like get used to how they're going to be in a game?
I don't know.
It's they just changed a little to like get the precision down or whatever, and then adapt
Maybe they're just
to.
used to a certain one, so they like doing it that way. Which I don't see.
Bunch of
anything- I
weirdos.
mean, if that's okay for everyone to do, I don't see
Mhm.
I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So the Patriots fans. What about who else is in their division?
No idea.
Jets.
Nobody cares about.
Jets fans
Nah, they suck. They don't care.
I don't
or
know.
Giants fans? New
No,
York.
Giants.
Nothing against them.
Giants are in their division.
No, I'm saying New York though in general.
Yeah, New York probably has some pretty bad fans. I'd imagine if they
Or
were
Boston,
really-
Boston, or I mean, I guess Boston would be like in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine New York if they were good.
Is there any other teams? Okay, let's exclude the NFL for a second. Let's go like NBA. Because you're more of an NBA person. They're fans of any teams.
Philadelphia? We've been over
Immediately.
this.
What about Golden State fans?
Oh man, when they were like at the top, and actually I guess they're back there now. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Curry, there's so many.
Or
bad
Laker
ones.
fans.
Laker
Cleveland?
fans are bad. Cleveland sucks now, so
Yeah,
they
so
only
they're
liked
not
him
as
when
good.
LeBron was there.
Laker fans
Yeah,
and
Laker
Golden State
fans.
fans.
Celtic fans, actually, Celtic fans are pretty nice.
Are they?
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm
Good people.
reading into that wrong, but I've met some nice ones.
And now, Pat, do you have any care for basketball in general?
Other than Gonzaga, not really.
Yeah.
Unless it,
Mhm.
Gonzaga, and when it comes to like March Madness or the Sweet 16, I guess that's when I start
That's
paying
what you're caring.
attention.
Oh, okay. So you don't. Okay.
But other than that, I don't care a whole
Yeah.
lot.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I'll bring this up now. We did fantasy football. Concluded.
Mm-hmm.
I won the fantasy football championship, guys.
Yeah,
That's
weird. The
irrelevant,
commissioner won the.
Look, I had the best
championship.
team. But Pat, you
Yes.
did fantasy football for the first year.
I did.
How was it? Like you're,
It was fun. I hate how long the off season is.
because
to
you're
be
like
honest.
it's over.
Like,
and like,
Yeah.
It's like 16 weeks of the year, and then the other, 234 days. You're like
did you feel
17
right?
234 days till draft day.
Well, yeah. So did you feel more involved in
17
in the football season than in previous years?
Yeah, not a whole lot, I guess. Well, not a whole lot more, but yeah, I did.
Right. Okay.
Because they make it kind of easy because on all your players they just like write reports, so it's like if a guy's injured or like
You'll
you
know.
know right away.
Mhm.
If he comes off injured reserve, you don't know if it's AJ Brown.
right.
but-
yeah.
Maybe pay attention.
I mean,
If
did
I
it
have 5 more seconds,
did it make you like? Did it help you learn players? Did it, like
Yeah,
players that you obviously
for
didn't know
sure.
before
I only really learned players that are on my team.
on your team?
Yeah.
And some others that came up in like draft talk or
Right.
trade talk.
Okay.
trade talk, but not like around the whole league.
Oh.
He's not home yet.
Oh, okay. I thought but okay. So if you had done bad, do you think you would have had the same care? Like you started out 0-3 and then you ended up doing really good. So like let's say you continued the season and it went really bad for you. Would you still have cared to do fantasy football? Or like
Yeah.
you still
Yeah.
would have? Okay.
Just
because I know that like your first year sometimes obviously if you don't know football as like well, it could go really bad for you.
Yeah.
And so
Never been there, so I don't know how that feels.
I've never been bad ever.
I was kind of surprised. I mean, I went 0-3 and then I think 7 straight wins.
Yeah,
Right.
you did.
But I was kind of like surprised at how well I did when it was all over. I was like, for a first year.
And now that you know how it goes.
Yeah, I drafted like all of my guys pretty young.
Yeah, pretty young and pretty good too. Like even though
I made some weird faces when you drafted Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's
quarterback is the only position that I really did not do.
I saw that.
I picked up Derek Carr. It was between him and Kirk Cousins that I picked up like week 6 or something.
Got Kirk Cousins.
No, I still stand by because I mean he didn't have the best.
You know what? They're both Christians, so you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I mean Jordan Love will wait a few years, and Trevor Lawrence, we'll see how he does next year.
You picked him.
Yeah,
No, you did really well your first year though.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super well.
We're all pretty. You also drafted when you were sick too, so like.
Yeah.
You're like,
cut me some slack.
You're like hitting a draft button. But now, like going into the second year, you have like a better idea of what to do, you know. And
yeah, definitely.
Pay more
we're
attention.
running this league, Pat. It's not even a question at this point.
It was fun. It's fun doing a dynasty league though, because now you have like you get to keep your whole roster. I was it almost is like doing a redraft. Is like, I don't want to have to like.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. It's definitely nice having not to get rid of any of your players.
Right.
And have to restart all over. So it's like, oh, dude, I already know my team's good.
Do you have to cut anyone? How many do you pick from the draft?
Well, depending on how many picks you have. So
you would have 3.
I would have 3 because I did.
Right.
No, I think I have 4 because I have a pick. Oh, no, I do.
You start with 3 though.
You start with 3 though.
I only have 2.
Because he traded his away. So
you traded away your first round?
Dude, I am a first round this year or next year.
Yeah.
But it was worth it because I have Jamar Chase.
Right. So, but. Doing fantasy football, I mean, like, yeah. So it's like Dynasty is like Madden, and it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be better than redraft because as soon as we did the redraft league, I think we did the redraft first, but I like didn't do any trades for my redraft team. I paid attention to it, but I did not have as much care to my redraft league as I did to my Dynasty league.
Dude, I wasn't paying attention at all. That's probably why I went 6 and 7.
and still made it in the playoffs.
Still made the playoffs.
Jeez.
So
or was it 7 and 6? Sorry, 7 and 6, guys. It was a winning record.
But no, fantasy football was a lot of fun this year, and now it's gonna be kind of boring because now we don't have any more playoffs, and now you're gonna watch Week 18 in the playoffs, and you're like,
yeah. Why didn't it go one? Why didn't they move playoffs another week?
Because Week 18 a lot of teams set their players, and so like you'd be like this week I'd be super screwed because Joe Burrow is out, Joe Mixon's out.
Chase is only gonna play a little bit,
right? So I mean,
a
lot of teams rest their players, or it's
not a good thing,
or sit them at halftime because they're.
Which is funny because I heard Green Bay's actually gonna play their starters this week.
So
regardless of they've already locked the number 1 seed up, they're like, nah, it's the Lions.
Don't hold back. Full speed ahead.
It's because the last time they did that, they went 15-1 in a season. The year after they won the Super Bowl, and then they sat themselves the last week.
Yeah.
And then had a bye week, and then they lost the first round.
What year was that? That was
2011.
Oh, so you guys lost to the
Giants.
The Giants, yeah. So the Giants Patriots.
Giants obviously went on to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
So.
Wow.
So
2011. 10 years ago.
Now, okay, I'll bring this back up. Do you want Aaron Rodgers to win the MVP? Who wins the MVP? Aaron Rodgers?
Okay,
unbiased and biased.
Unbiased and biased.
Jordan.
I feel like that'd be the same answer. Actually, I'll say biased. Yes, I want him to win the MVP.
Yeah.
Obviously, unbiased. No, I don't want him to win the MVP because
really?
then he's not going to win the Super Bowl.
There is an MVP curse. Whoever wins this MVP does not win the Super Bowl.
It's straight facts at this point. I need to look up the last person to actually win MVP and win the Super Bowl because it does not happen often.
So who do you think wins it? Unbiased. Who do you think wins it if he doesn't?
Probably Tom Brady or Jonathan Taylor.
I don't think Tom Brady wins it. I think it goes. If it's not Aaron Rodgers, which at this point I think it is going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Unless they're like, oh, dude, he doesn't do COVID. That vaccine. Let's get him out of here.
Right. Did you see what he said in his interview the other day? Like there's like the one writer who's like, he seems like a total jerk. I'm not gonna
Yep.
vote for him.
Yeah, because he's a Chicago
The guy was a
writer.
Chicago writer. So.
Obviously, he's gonna say that. He's a Bears fan.
Yeah. So and then Aaron Rodgers like, well, that guy should just not be able to allowed to vote or something like
He
that.
literally called him,
He called him out.
He called him a bum.
Yeah, he called him
yeah.
a straight bum, which I was not surprised, but then I also was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Nah, not this year. He's been saying whatever he wants to
Yeah,
say at this
yeah.
point. So-
Yeah.
So if it's not Aaron
Respect.
Rodgers, which at this point I think Aaron Rodgers will win the MVP, I think it should go to if the Jonathan Taylor. If they Colts make it to the playoffs, I think it should go to Jonathan Taylor. If he rips off a 200-yard game,
I
give it to
think
Jonathan Taylor.
I agree if he rips off a 200-yard game. The thing is, I mean, like, yeah, he's doing really good and he's that whole offense, but like, it goes to the quarterback for a reason, which sucks because it's like a quarterback award. So I feel like they need to make another reward
Right.
just for other positions.
But I think
Yeah,
if this is the year for a non-quarterback to win it, it could very well be this year.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers has worked with so many injuries this
Right.
year and worked his way. I mean, he
That's
won
why
a
I think
game.
Aaron Rodgers will win it.
Yeah.
I'm saying excluding Aaron Rodgers.
Then yeah, I'd probably go Jonathan Taylor
Right.
if I could. I would go Derrick
Unbiased?
Henry if he was still healthy.
Yeah. Unbiased opinion, I think it's Jonathan Taylor. Biased opinion, also Jonathan Taylor.
yeah.
He thought my fantasy team plays really good.
I think it's probably between him and Aaron Rodgers,
You
but
should-
I'd like to see Jonathan Taylor.
You should just rename your fantasy team Jonathan Taylor, #1 fan. You know, I'm surprised you haven't bought a jersey up at this point.
Dude, next year.
Next year I'm buying Jonathan Taylor
He is.
jersey.
I love that guy so much. He's
he-
insane.
Him, well, even for your team specifically, Mark Andrews was really good.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Here, I'll give you some insight for a rookie who I think is going to be a lot like Jonathan Taylor from Michigan State. Kenneth Walker, if you're looking to draft a guy this year in the draft,
I mean, we all
That's the-
have back end picks.
best running back you can
Mhm.
get this year. Chances are he'll be gone by then.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
the rest of our teams are dumb and don't pick him,
Well,
that's the guy to go to.
Kenneth Walker.
You can get another Jonathan
Keep
Taylor.
that. Now, was that the player before we started recording? I think we were back at the apartment, and you were like, "I already know who I'm going to draft next year."
I'm looking more for a tight end if I can.
Oh, okay. Were you saying? Oh,
I mean,
'cause this
if
was your.
if he fell to me, then I would. But I know
Yeah.
if he falls to you guys, I would be. I mean, you should take him.
Okay. Who's a player? Who is a
When's-
player in a? Oh, Wednesday.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, this might not apply to you as much just because you're not in a redraft league unless we invite him. Like if there's somebody that doesn't want to do it, but if who's a player that you wouldn't want to or draft again, like in our redraft league,
This year,
going into next season, like in any of the NFL players, like if we're doing a redraft league, where does Christian McCaffrey?
I probably wouldn't redraft Calvin Ridley.
Did
knows
you
if
see
he's
that there was a
playing next
report
year?
recently that said that the Falcons and him might be looking to like get a new start, so he could go to a new team.
Dude, that means Russell Gage is gonna his value.
Yeah, but who has Calvin Ridley? Oh, Giuliano does, dude. If Calvin Ridley goes to wherever Aaron Rodgers goes.
Dude, what if we win the Super Bowl and then he comes to Green Bay?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my! Could you imagine? We would
Does-
definitely two-peat.
Okay. When is your first pick? Because you're not till
Oh.
the second round, but when is it in the second
So I
round?
have Giuliano's second round pick. So actually, it's the second pick in the second round.
You have 2 picks in the second round then?
No,
Okay.
Oh wait.
Oh, you swapped, didn't you? 'Cause
Yeah,
you,
I kind of
like,
swapped. Yeah, I got rid of my second round, but I have Giuliano. So luckily, I actually have a really early second round pick.
Okay.
So that
It's not
helps a lot.
snake draft again, though, right?
No, it's linear. So
Good.
well, you only do snake draft in a redraft or when you're drafting dynasty for the first time.
For the first time, yeah. Okay.
I think
But-
Express is here by now.
When was it? What time? It's
It's at
9:24.
Yeah.
It might be.
We got time.
Do you want to check for
Yeah,
notifications?
you guys keep talking. I'll
Okay.
just go to the door.
What was the other thing I was gonna ask? I think it was a question for Jordan, so that's a shame.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll say Pat because let's say you're in a redraft league. So
Yeah.
Everyone's drafting their whole team over
Yeah.
again. Who's a player you would stay away from?
Like
okay, so
like
let's
that
say-
has already played this year,
Right. Well, yeah.
or that's
so like-
already in.
Oh shoot.
Oh, really?
Great. Anyway, is it cold? Panda Express. Guys, we got Panda Express.
Is the bag cold? Then it's been out there for a while. It was in the car previously.
He's
What does it
feeling
sound
feeling
like?
The Panda.
Okay,
Okay. We're
so we're
fine.
good.
We're probably fine. We just throw it into the microwave anyway.
Throw it into the heater.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Okay, so Christian McCaffrey, comes back in next season. You're redrafting him. Where do you think he ends up in like a fantasy draft? Does he still end up in the top? He's not going to be the
Bottom
number.
10.
What?
Bottom 10.
Bomb.
Like,
You
sorry.
Back
I should say bottom 10 of the top 10. That's what I meant to
Okay,
say.
or like back
So,
end,
like,
back end of the
back
first
end, yeah.
round.
Yeah, I definitely
6
said
through
that wrong.
10.
Sure. Yeah, that's easier.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I would say even low, like 8 through 10. I don't.
Because everyone's going to be now wary of it. He's
Yeah.
had 2 straight seasons of injuries.
I'm
Well,
not.
I
I'm
think-
staying away from.
But
him
when he's on the
completely.
field, he's the number 1
Yeah.
Yeah.
fantasy player almost.
Oh, man, see, that's the thing. Like, I hate teams who overrun a running back
Yeah,
because that's what happens. It's like you drafted Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard?
I
Chuba.
think it's Chuba. I actually think
Really?
it's
It might be
Chuba.
Chuba. Chuba. Yeah.
That's
anyway,
stupid. It's
you
Chuba.
drafted
It's
him.
Chuba.
He's
That's
a-
the way it looks. That's the way it sounds.
Anyway, you drafted him. He's a really good running back. If you share carries, Christian McCaffrey will be a lot healthier.
Yeah.
As well as like
Yeah.
Derrick Henry. Now that you know
Deontay Foreman.
Deontay Foreman's
Yeah.
actually really good, use them both.
Which
I
is-
might reduce their fantasy value,
Yeah,
but then at least they won't get injured.
yeah.
The thing that actually made a lot of people like, because the knock on why Derrick Henry wasn't the number 1 pick this year was because they didn't use him in the passing game, but then they started using him in the passing game this year, and then his fantasy value was going way up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then he got injured. But no, I mean I'd have to agree. Obviously, they overused Christian McCaffrey. It's just such a shame because he's so good.
Yeah, no, it is. So I'm glad I was able to trade him before he went to IR.
Yeah.
How close was that? How many weeks?
It was a week before.
Yeah.
Same with
I
Chris
knew it was
Carson.
close.
So
Same with Chris Carson
yeah,
too.
I had 2 trades this year
Dang.
where I traded a running back. I went to IR a week before I traded him. I totally finessed people this year.
Yeah. Honestly.
It's not. It's funny because Giuliano like afterwards like, I hate trading with you. I'm like, you're the one accepting him.
Yeah.
you dork.
How are
I
you
told
supposed to know?
when he
No
did
one
the
will
3
know.
the 3-team trade, I told Julian, I was like, just don't do it,
The
man.
3-team
because
trade wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
That one was better. I mean, obviously, yes, McCaffrey was part of it, but he still got more stuff out of it.
Yeah.
Which I forgot what I got. I think I got Kyler Murray in a pick and something else. Oh, Jerry Jeudy.
Right.
So, I mean, it kind of worked out, but
That's
I mean,
another player who really was a downer.
yeah, Jeudy.
I was hoping Jerry
Yeah.
Judy would be a lot better this year. I mean, he was
Doesn't
injured
have a
after
quarterback.
he played week 1, gets
Yeah.
injured, and then comes back and is not as good. But that was a real letdown as well. So
But can we-
Where?
I was gonna say, can we talk about the most finesse trade this year? Was John Lucas to Vincent.
if I didn't
My
have Joe
goodness.
Burrow, I wouldn't have not won.
What was the
the
trade? The whole trade again?
I traded Matthew Stafford,
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, Sterling Shepard, and my third round pick for
Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. I think that's it.
That's
That's the worst trade.
Gosh.
No, and Vincent, I hope you're
I'm
listening.
so sorry.
That was
sir.
a terrible trade.
Yeah.
I think
the time,
I
I
might
was
have
like,
gotten a pick
"What?"
back from Vincent,
But yeah, looking now, it's like okay.
and
yeah,
it's funny
best
because
trade ever.
immediately, like after I traded Joe Burrow or I traded Matthew Stafford, I mean Joe Burrow didn't have a good game the next week, and I was almost regretting it. But Matthew Stafford was not the same after I traded him, and this was like week 11 or week 12 when I made that trade.
That's
And
what
so-
happens when you go to
yeah.
new teams.
Right, and so Joe Burrow, if I didn't have Joe Burrow those final 2 weeks, I would, I might have still beaten Jordan. I'd have to check, but I definitely would not have won the championship against Sam
Yeah.
Yeah.
having Matthew Stafford.
I remember, so I was following the championship, and Sam comes up to me, and we're at basketball, and he goes, "Dude, yeah, Osborne got a touchdown." And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And I gave him a high five. He was like, "Yeah, I still lost."
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't even ask you because I was hanging out with Sebastian's family, and I was following the game, and AJ Dillon scored. I was like, all right, they just gotta keep giving it to AJ Dillon because the Packers backfield they switch off almost every series. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be Aaron Jones one series, and then AJ Dillon, and then sometimes the games, however they determine or however whoever has the hot hand, they give it to
Yeah.
Aaron Jones or AJ Dillon. And so I was hoping the game script was going to be, it's a cold weather game. They're going to give it to A.J. Dillon like they did last year against the Titans. I think they gave it to A.J. Dillon a ton.
Wrecked him.
Yeah. And so I was like, thinking back, I was like, okay, they got to give it to A.J. Dillon a lot in this game.
Mhm.
And they ended up giving him I think he had more carries. He had more points too, but I think he had more carries than Aaron Jones.
They both played really good, though.
Yeah. No, and that's
But
the
yeah,
thing.
he went out. Didn't he have a couple touchdowns?
He had 2 touchdowns. So Aaron Jones scored the first one, I think. And then
Mhm.
A.J. Dillon ended up scoring 1. He ended up scoring 2, but he scored the first one, and then that puts me up by like 10. And I'm like, all right, this game's going good, and the Vikings just keep going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So it's like gets to the fourth quarter, and there's like 10 minutes left, and KJ Osborne scores a touchdown, and I'm like, shoot, the one time they get down there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's still like 10 minutes left, they could easily take Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon out of this game
Yeah.
because the Packers are just destroying them, and Sean Mannion, or like they could take the starters out and then Sean Mannion or whoever's I think Kellen Mond came in for a drive, and they could just throw it to KJ Osborne and I lose, and then AJ Dillon scores another touchdown, and that brings me back up. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna win this thing.
Sealed the deal.
So that was definitely the most tight game I've had this season. I think I've had. Well, yeah, but also championship game.
You had to come back win against me.
I had to come back win against it, but
I had to come back win against
you got to come back. You had a
you
huge
first.
comeback. Not only did you come back,
you
but
know
you
what?
destroyed me.
Today, someone asked me high point of my life. I didn't think about that, but should have said
You
that.
should have
man.
said that.
Pat.
I was like, a few days before, I was like, I think I told Jordan, I was like, dude, if I give Gianluca his first, because you were on a how many game win streak?
Well, at the time it was 3 games. I was undefeated. I think it was like 4.
I think it was like
a
5
3.
or 6.
Might have been, yeah.
Game win streak, and maybe I was like 5 or 6. I think I was on 5, and you were probably on like 3 or 4. And then I was like, dude, if I can give him his first loss of the season, keep my win streak going.
And I was up.
And then Jordan's like, dude, you should, if you can, dude. And then I was like, dude. And then I was like, okay, never mind, it won't happen. And then
you were on your trip too, so you were like,
yeah, it wasn't, yeah. And then like everyone was texting me like crazy Monday night, and I'm
Yeah,
like, what? And I looked, I'm like, holy crap, because both Marquise Brown, Mark Andrews went off for like 35
and Michael
plus
Pittman
points.
and Jonathan Taylor also went off
but
too.
it was those two
Yeah.
Vikings guys that saved me
Ravens.
Monday night. Because
Ravens.
Ravens,
Yeah.
they came back, and I was like, what is this game?
Because the game,
Mark Andrews got like 15, 20 points in the last
Well,
like.
because then the
10
game went over
minutes.
to overtime too.
Yep.
And they just kept going
Yep.
off, and I was just like, this is the
Okay.
worst.
You know you didn't come back against?
Is it-
This is
who?
last game.
Oh my gosh.
There wasn't a chance for a comeback.
No, when Jamar Chase drops 57 points, then you just let it
No,
happen.
as soon as I was like, yeah, there's no way.
Right,
It's like,
right.
It's over.
But okay, so like the main. Okay, so let's see. I'm just trying to.
Hold
figure
on.
out What?
If Aaron Rodgers goes to a team, who do you think he goes
Oh,
to?
yeah.
I think I'd prefer him to go to the Broncos. Actually, I'd prefer him just to retire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
rather than
honestly.
rather than
To
him
go
to
to
a
any
team.
other team.
Yeah.
Like you said with Bobby Wagner. But I think if I had to choose a team for him to go to, I'd love to see him on the Broncos.
Yeah.
He already have a good defense. He already has good weapons. The offensive line is decent. It'd be a really good team.
Yeah.
I think if they win the Super Bowl, he retires. I think if they make it far, like let's say they make it to the Super Bowl and they lose, I think he stays with the Packers. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl, I think he goes to a different team.
I agree
I
with
think
that.
if he wins the Super Bowl, he stays another year.
I can see that too.
I don't think he'll retire. How old is he? I think
36,
he's
No,
still
it's
gonna
like
play
38,
for.
dude.
38.
Dude, I could see him playing for another several
No,
years.
he could, and he said he could. But I think, like, just with the way his life is going and the way it's
Yeah.
gone, I feel like he's leaning towards a possible retirement
Yeah.
already. He's already a Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying.
and-
I think he said that because like if he wins the Super Bowl, then he's like, well, I could leave on a high
Yeah.
note of my career, win 2 Super Bowls, possibly if he wins the MVP and beats the curse.
Then he'll retire.
Then he'd be the GOAT. Tom Brady couldn't even do that. So, I mean, come on.
I
How many
mean,
rings is 7?
I know, but has he
two.
won MVP and a Super Bowl? No. He's won MVP twice and lost
did you
12
ever
Super
look up to
Bowls.
see who the last person
Yeah.
was to?
No, you guys continue talking. I never did.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
What
going
do
to.
you? I don't even know.
I was
going
going to transition to our original topic, what we were going to do today, which was athletes to hate on. So
I got some good ones, guys.
yeah. Pat, I'm kind of curious who you have on your list. And we don't even have these ranked. I mean, I
Just-
have one ranked, but then the
Okay.
rest I just put down.
I didn't even. I'll be honest. I didn't make a list.
Name
They're
them.
just gonna
Okay.
come off the top of my head.
Okay.
I mean, it's all these hot shots that think they're just so good, and just. I mean.
okay. Well, then do you want me to go first, or do you want?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So my number one, my only ranked one that
Okay.
I have on this list is LeBron James.
Yeah.
He's the only, and I mean, okay. So on the court, I know he's good. So like that's not what I hate about him, or not even hate. That's not what I don't like about him. It's more of like the off the court stuff. I also just don't like, I don't know, care for him I don't really care for him as a person, but it's more off the court stuff,
Mm-hmm.
political and all that stuff. But also on the court, I mean, like now,
Yeah.
like even okay, I guess we'll say sometimes on the court, like he assembles these teams, and then I don't know, like the Lakers are just a mess right now. I should say when they won the finals, but I mean, like, could you put an asterisk around that because it was in the bubble?
Sorry, I was looking.
Oh, okay.
What
I
were you
was gonna
saying?
say, could you put an asterisk around
No.
LeBron and winning the finals in the bubble?
People who say that are really dumb.
No?
Because
Okay.
everyone had to go through the same
Right.
adjustments and the same
Also, but
stuff.
yeah,
so.
it is funny to see how some players went off in the bubble and some didn't. Like, who was the Pacers guy?
Oh,
did
T.J. Warren.
Yeah, T.J. Warren. And
Yeah,
then
now he sucks.
now he sucks and no one knows where he
He's
went.
so bad.
But he went off in the bubble. Like, he was doing
He did,
really
yeah.
good. So, and same with Jamal Murray. I mean, Jamal Murray's a good player, but
Mm-hmm.
he went off in the bubble. But no, I mean, he's just not one of my favorite players. I just have never really liked him.
That's
Which
understandable.
is, and then I have a whole list right here in front of me. Tony Romo when he was a player, not a commentator.
Yeah.
So when he's a commentator, I actually like him now.
He's my favorite commentator.
Yeah, I like, and we rarely have the Seahawks ever get him as a
No.
commentator. So, but I like him as a commentator and outside football. But when he was playing football, I didn't really like him that much. I also got Floyd Mayweather on my list. Don't really like him.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson. I think that's how obvious. When Tom Brady was on the Patriots, I did not like Tom Brady. So he would be on my list.
He's still on my list.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. He's towards the bottom, but
Chase Claypool, Steelers wide receiver.
yeah.
Ooh.
He's annoying. He's just as
Juju.
annoying as Juju Smith-Schuster, even though I kind of like Juju.
Mm. I did if he wasn't all this TikTok
dances.
Crap.
Yeah, and Chase Claypool just there's a really weird he's made some cringy TikTok videos.
I just don't think NFL players should be making TikToks.
And if they're gonna make a TikTok, be like, ooh, here's what it's like for the NFL. Like
I've seen Tom Brady's TikTok, and that's kind of
right.
funny.
I've seen AJ
Yeah.
Dillon. AJ Dillon's TikToks are
I
good.
saw those.
I
It's
think-
cool to see them like being themselves and like being funny or whatever.
right?
And it's like,
but like, don't do dances
don't
where you look
do-
cringy
no.
as hell.
okay, you know what?
Renegade.
Just don't do TikTok dances unless
Yeah.
unless
No, but there
you're
wasn't even-
making fun of someone else.
right.
That's
But there
the
wasn't
only
even
time it's
wasn't
wrong.
even TikTok dances. There's some other cringy stuff
I-
that cannot be
yeah.
said on the podcast.
Yeah, he does some dumb stuff.
Yeah. So I put Ezekiel Elliott on mine because I don't really like. I like him for having him for my fantasy.
Showing too much belly off.
Yeah. No, but he kind of just annoys me. He annoys me as a player. I also don't really like. He just had. I don't know even how to explain it, but it's like too much swag when he was or like arrogance. It's more arrogance when he came into
Yeah.
the league when he was a rookie, even though he
Yeah.
was really good.
That was like his best year.
Right.
Yeah.
Trey Flowers, I think for if you're a Seahawks fan.
I hate him so much.
I actually put Kevin King on.
I
my
hate
list,
him.
so-
If you're a Seahawks fan, then Trey Flowers is not your favorite.
Oh,
Gosh,
he's on my list for sure.
I put Michael Bennett on mine as well.
Really?
I don't like Michael Bennett.
I don't like either Bennett brother.
I hate Richard Sherman.
You really?
Yes.
Wow.
Because of how cocky he is. I hate him.
I can
Shut
agree.
your
Okay,
mouth.
okay,
you
I can
idiot.
agree with him. on that.
If he wasn't a Seahawks player,
That's-
I would not have liked this for me
No.
personally. If he was not a Seahawks player, I would not have liked him. I could definitely see hating him.
Yeah.
But he's a Seahawks player, and I liked how
Yeah.
cocky he was, and I liked that
Okay.
he actually backed it up.
Yeah. I
Sometimes.
kind of
Sometimes,
like
right.
that, but still it was like too much for me. It's like,
Yeah,
stop
sometimes it was
talking.
too much. And
Just
then now,
shut your mouth.
now that he's not on the Seahawks, it definitely is too much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
No, he's really. I've seen him like I don't remember what it was or what he said, but there was like an interview on TV between him and someone else. I don't remember what he said. He's just so cocky about
Yeah.
it, and like he was
Yeah.
yelling at her or him or whoever it was, saying like I'm better, like saying I'm better than you. I have a better
Right.
job. I was like, why are you even
Yeah.
saying these things?
Yeah.
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 Okay, and then I have Patrick Beverly, who you reminded me of, really annoying basketball player.
Oh, he said I reminded you of
Yeah.
him. I go, get the heck.
No,
out of
well,
here."
No, I'm saying you reminded
No.
me of.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Yeah.
Unless he's
And
on
then
your team.
Sean McVay. I don't like Sean McVay.
Wow.
That's what I
I
said.
think he's too arrogant. Also, he just
Yeah.
There's this.
He's
there's
just really smart, dude.
I really like Sean McVay. to be
Really?
honest. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Pat.
I
I
do.
agree with you on that one.
And then Colin Kaepernick. Always,
Forgot
Colin
about
Kaepernick,
him.
man.
Yeah.
even when he was on the 49ers, I
Yeah.
didn't like him.
I've never. He's always been on my list.
Take the off the field stuff. I didn't even like him when he was a
Yes.
football player. So
Mhm.
and same with Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Actually, when Cam Newton first came into the
Ish.
league, I'd
Ish.
say I liked him.
Yeah.
But then
Well.
when he started doing the dabs and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and the
Yeah.
Panthers were good, and
Yep.
that's
When
why
he
I
started
didn't
doing
like him.
all that, I'm like, you're an idiot. I don't
Well,
like
then,
you anymore. You're
well,
on
and
my
then
list.
also when he was on the Patriots, and he was like, it was more not that you didn't like him. It was just like it was so obvious what plays they were gonna do right when they
Mhm.
got around the goal line, and so it's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Obviously, he's gonna run it in. So
Yeah. Any quarterback that runs it too much, I don't like him.
right.
Cam Newton.
Adam Pac-Man Jones. I put him on my list. He's got that school threat. His flight would say school threat badge.
Oh, dude, he's definitely a
Yeah.
threat.
And then I also
we
don't
just
really
said
like
that.
Lamar Jackson.
Really?
See,
I guess it's more
kinda
okay.
like him.
It's more of a I like to hate
Racist.
on hate. No. I like to hate
No,
on, I like
Jordan.
I like to hate on him more just because like I like the whole like joke where he's like
Mhm.
a running back and a quarterback. So, but I mean also like how every time I watch the primetime games, like now sometimes the Ravens win and it's been crazy that they're still like doing really good. They can still make the playoffs
Uh-huh.
with all the injuries that they've had, but like. A lot of times when they lose a close games, it's because Lamar Jackson fumbles the ball or he gets sacked and he just runs around and it's like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
being a
Yeah.
Ravens fan, it has to be some of
Yeah.
like, the most like crazy stuff.
I need to stop this real quick.
Okay.
I finally found out the last person to win MVP in a Super Bowl was in 1999. The
Whoa.
2000 Super Bowl, but 1999
Okay.
season.
It was a
Kurt
good year.
Warner.
Kurt Warner. See, that's why I told you I like
Kurt
Kurt
Warner.
Warner.
Warner, man.
Dude,
It took
that's the
the-
last one. So what? That's 20 years,
22 years.
22 years.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? My
That is
gosh.
insane.
So okay, just for people listening, if there's anyone listening, list the MVP winners.
Okay, I'm going to go through starting from 2020. So Aaron Rodgers last year lost. Lamar Jackson in 2019.
Lost.
Then Patrick Mahomes
Lost.
lost. Tom Brady in 2017 didn't even make the Super Bowl that year. But yeah, lost. Matt Ryan, we all know what happened. He lost
Right.
the Super Bowl. Cam Newton also
Well,
lost.
no,
the
hold on. Tom Brady, when did they play Eagles the following the year Matt Ryan won it?
Oh, wait, maybe that was 2017.
Yeah. They played
Sorry,
the
that
Eagles
was
in
the
the
year
Super
after.
Bowl.
Yeah, you're right. Lost, though.
Lost Super Bowl still, though.
Yeah. Matt Ryan, obviously
Lost.
lost. Cam Newton, can't dive on a ball. He lost.
Lost.
Aaron Rodgers in 2014.
Lost the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game.
No,
Lost.
no.
Peyton
yeah.
Manning in 2013.
Lost the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Adrian Peterson in 2012. I don't even know how far they made it. It's the
They
Vikings,
lost.
so
I think they lost to the Packers the following week.
probably
yeah.
did. Aaron Rodgers in 2011.
So that's, by the way, that's the last time a non-quarterback has won the MVP. Was it 2012?
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson.
yeah, actually. And then 2011 was Aaron Rodgers.
And that's when they lost.
That's when they went 15-1.
That was the Super Bowl with the Giants Patriots, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The year before that was Tom Brady again in 2010. Which,
And that was the Steelers Cardinals Super Bowl.
no,
Or no, that was the Steelers
that was Steelers Packers.
Packers. You're right.
Peyton Manning in 2009. I don't think he made the Super Bowl. I
No,
think
'cause
he made it.
Because that was the
That
Steelers
was
Cardinals.
yeah. In 2008, Peyton Manning also won, but he made the Super Bowl that year and lost to the Saints.
Yeah.
And then there was Tom Brady in 2007.
And they lost to the Giants.
Yep. LaDainian Tomlinson
Tomlinson.
another running back.
The Chargers.
did not make it. Sean Alexander in 2005
2005.
lost the Super Bowl to the
Yep.
Steelers.
Oh, freaking Steelers.
2 MVPs this year, 2003. Peyton Manning and Steve McNair.
Okay. Well, there's
And-
2 MVPs?
There was co-MVP that year.
Was it because
Politics.
I think it was because McNair. When did? No.
did he die that year? Is that why they gave it to him? Or
I
was
don't know
it
if that
because
was, no, I think it was.
actual tie votes?
You want to look up when he died?
Who?
Steve McNair.
He's a
So,
Titans
he was a
quarterback.
beast.
It's pretty good.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. It was Rich Gannon in 2002.
Okay. And that was the.
Is that
what
I
Super
don't
Bowl
know.
was
He
it?
died in
You might not
2009.
be old enough for that. I
To-
think it is gave it to him because they were both really good, which is.
He died on July 4th, 2009.
And then Kurt Warner in 2001 did not
Okay.
win. Marshall Faulk. Wow, St. Louis Rams had 3 MVPs 3 years in a row.
Dang.
Marshall Faulk was on the Rams. No, did not win. And then it was 1999. Kurt Warner
Warner.
again
Gotcha.
and won.
Oh, there's Juliano. By the way, we forgot to say at the beginning of the podcast that Juliano was not. In
I
the
think it's pretty obvious he's not.
He's
on
not,
this
guys.
one.
He's
No,
not
he's
here.
on it. Hey, honey.
and he's just getting home from work.
What a rough day.
If he wants to join,
9:45.
he can.
Dude, a place kicker won MVP.
What?
That's what it says.
There's
How
no
bad
way.
was everyone else?
Mark-
Yeah.
Mark Mosley. Who?
Beast,
Alright.
man.
What year
1982.
Dude, what a beast.
was he?
He's
Also
got to be a Hall of Famer.
was he also a punter like Michael Dixon? As good as Michael Dixon?
Yeah.
Because Michael
Did he pick up a
Dixon-
ball spinning on the ground and punt it?
Michael Dixon won MVP. if he was a better placeholder.
Okay. But, Pat, do you want to name some of the players that you said you didn't like?
I agreed with what everyone's as you went. I kind of hate Patrick Mahomes.
Now.
Partially because of Jackson Mahomes,
Yeah.
but only partially.
Can I just put Jackson Mahomes on my list?
Yeah. You could just put Jackson Mahomes on
gonna
the list.
say that.
Because Patrick Mahomes doesn't have to do with anything that Jackson
Actually,
Mahomes.
I'm gonna put Jackson Mahomes and his wife.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I mean a lot of all the Steelers wide receivers, okay, but then Antonio Brown's on my list. Odell Beckham
Yep.
is
Mhm.
on my list.
Mhm.
Who else is there that's annoying?
You're like, oh, I'm trying to. Any Seahawks players?
Josh Gordon.
Oh, Josh Gordon?
Well, not really.
I like
Hey,
Josh Gordon.
Man loves his weed, man. Let him, do it. Let him be.
Who was it? We're at an hour 15.
Oh, okay.
Who was it?
Oh,
Wide receiver.
Is that recording?
Oh no,
I don't know how long that's been going on.
Jordan. Who are some of these other hot shot wide receivers?
Jamar Chase,
No, not him.
Jerry Judy. Who
Oh,
else? Justin Jefferson.
Any of the Raiders?
Calvin Ridley.
He said Calvin Ridley for being depressed.
He's
Wow.
only mad because he was on his fantasy
He's only
team.
mad because he's depressed.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was it you
Yeah,
said?
that was the thing. That was what Jordan said. This is like
He only
weeks
said
back.
that
when we
because
did
he's depressed.
that was
Listen.
anyway. Did it record by the way?
It's
Okay.
recording.
Okay,
right now.
okay.
I mean, I don't know how long it was recording,
Alright,
but we'll
great.
find out at the end.
Yeah.
How did Manning and McNair both win MVP? In only the third time since the award began in 1957, the two quarterbacks each received 16 votes.
Oh,
Oh, so
okay.
it's just a tie.
They tied. That's kind of lame.
They're like, we can't do a retie
Yeah,
or a recount.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I would do that.
I mean, yeah. Hey, that could happen
Yeah.
this year.
Who cares? Co-MVP is awesome. I mean, that's 2 MVPs, man.
Yeah,
That's
true.
2 people not winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay.
that eliminates 2 teams we know aren't gonna win.
Oh, take him out now.
But yeah, I mean, you could go any of the Raiders. They just make poor
the Raiders in
decisions.
general. Hey, actually, you know how I will say that
Wait,
if we did
who?
play,
Henry Ruggs?
No. You said him before, didn't you? Was it one of you
I
guys
think I
said Henry Ruggs?
I might have said that in the pod. Actually, hold on. If we're gonna talk about any Raiders player that I like, or any football player I like, Darren Waller.
What about Derek Carr?
I like Derek Carr.
Derek
too.
Carr's awesome.
Darren Waller
Yeah.
though is really
Yeah,
his
Darren
story.
Waller both,
His
yeah.
story, like how
Yeah.
he overcame drug
Inspirational.
Inspirational.
Yeah, what a guy.
If I was into
Draft him.
drugs,
I look up to
I
him.
look up to him, Darren Waller.
Maybe you were in the drugs and we didn't even know it, and then Darren Waller saved your life.
Maybe. Anyway, continue.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, go over your list, Jordan.
I don't know who you went over because I know we had some people on the list together. Did you say Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Hate that guy.
We were saying how we didn't even like him before all the politics stuff.
Oh, because he's a 49er guy.
Yeah. But even he was also
he was
super
not even
arrogant.
a good quarterback. He never was.
He's like Lamar Jackson.
Worse.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson has an arm.
Right. Yeah. He was somewhat accurate.
Kaepernick maybe will throw it 30 yards. Maybe if you're lucky.
Right. And then the 49ers were like, saw Trey Lance and were like, I like what Colin Kaepernick did 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
So.
This is you guys. I gotta throw him on here. Josh Rosen. I don't know. Before the draft, he's so cocky. He's one of the cockiest quarterbacks I've ever seen come out of the draft, and he got what he deserved. He's a trashy player. He always has been. I don't even know how he got picked number 10. Was it 10?
Yeah, it was 10. I think it's so like honestly. I mean, I didn't know really anything before he got drafted, but I almost felt bad for him because he got drafted. Plays for the Cardinals, only plays 1 year, and they suck so bad, and then he gets traded.
Well, when you get Kyler Murray, I mean,
Yeah. Well, when you can get Kyler Murray, then yeah, obviously pick him. But like,
he was cocky in college. It's just funny how people evaluate QBs in the NFL because I can just tell them. I could be like a guy and be like, "Don't pick him. He's not good, and he will not win you games." So it's kind of funny how they pick because he was trash in college as well.
mm-hmm.
But I just remember him being like, "Yeah, those 9 picks ahead of me are gonna regret it."
And they just,
I don't think they're regretting it now, Joshy.
I always feel like you can also tell by a player sometimes by his name if he's gonna be good. Like Josh Rosen doesn't sound like a good quarterback.
No, dude, facts. Joe Burrow.
Joe
Well,
Burrow, dude, that sounds like a good quarterback right there.
because you've seen how they perform. But
Hey, whoa.
what?
Joe Shiesty.
Pat, come on, man.
I mean, like Patrick Mahomes, that sounds like a winner right there.
That's true. That
Aaron
does sound like a
Rodgers,
winner.
that sounds like a winner.
This is-
Tom Brady.
Tom
This
Brady?
is such.
Tom Brady is the exception because Tom Brady does not sound like a great name at all. But then
Okay, yeah, I could agree with.
make it Dom Trady. It's better.
There you go.
It's a Josh Rosen name.
Yeah, it's a Josh Rosen.
But he
name.
worked out.
Right.
One of the few. I also got Urban Meyer on here because who would like him at this point?
Oh, I have a player that just came to mind. And this is more of a player just because he's on the Rams. But Aaron Donald, I just hate playing against Aaron Donald.
Okay. No, I hate playing against him, but I also I saw a video of him just like, I mean, the way he like plays against, he just like face masks.
He's watching my story. Anyway,
He just like he plays dirty.
yeah.
And like there was one specific video I saw where he was like grabbed the face mask and was just like pushing the head of the offensive line guy. And it's like he just like he's not a like good person.
I'm just tired
He's
of.
not at all a good person.
He's mean.
I'm
I
just
don't like
tired of him being available for every
He's
game.
a dirty
I've never
player.
seen him injured. Can he get injured?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen
He's
him
been
injured. I think he was injured last year.
He was.
Injured last year a little bit. But he
I
still plays.
He's just a dirty player. I don't.
love watching players go against him and stand their own ground, and then when they like he gets
Yes.
all salty, and then they continue to just like beef up to him.
Yeah.
Panay
Actually,
Sewell is a rookie, and he just he makes him look like a baby.
right.
It's so funny.
Actually, there was a Seahawks guard a couple years ago who totally locked up Aaron Donald, and that was pretty cool to watch. But Aaron Donald's
Yeah.
always been annoying ever since he got into the league. I'm tired of seeing Russell Wilson get sacked by him specifically.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's mostly Wilson's
That's also
fault.
no. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But
poor offensive line.
yeah. Actually, Russell Wilson has some pretty bad offensive lines. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, continue with your.
Yeah.
next
Did you
one.
say Cam Newton?
Yes?
Mhm.
It is a Cam
He took
Newton.
all my freaking names. I shouldn't have told him any of them.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone hates him.
Rudy Gobert.
I didn't put him on. I mean, I don't really like.
This
not like
guy
him.
literally caused the COVID outbreak in the NBA. Not that I care or thought anything of it, but it's just really funny. That
It's also
everyone-
just funny to look back on because like it was more of like seeing Flight's reaction because he
Oh.
didn't like Rudy Gobert and then
He likes him now.
he likes him now, but also he caught it again recently and everyone's like, oh, round 2, here we go again.
Okay, I also put, you guys aren't gonna know who he is. His name's Zaza Pachulia. Just sounds like a
Oh.
menace to society. It just
I
not
like
his
the
name.
name.
Yeah.
Trust me,
Excuse
you
me.
won't like the person. This guy is one of the dirtiest NBA players ever. He's the reason Kawhi got injured on the Spurs.
Oh, really?
He literally went up to Russell Westbrook when he was going for a screen, just shoved him to the ground.
Oh.
Sheesh.
And he's done this multiple times. He's a very dirty player.
Okay.
So there's a lot of reason to hate him. Also, his face is so punchable. Like, if you see it, man, like you probably lose to him in a fight. He's pretty big. He's like 7 foot. I also put Ben Simmons on there.
Okay. It's easy to hate. Is it more of a like you actually don't like him or is it easy just to hate on him?
It's both.
Both.
It's
Oh,
both.
okay,
Are you
okay.
kidding me? He's whining. He's losing money and he's wondering why he's losing
Yeah,
money. He's
yeah.
like go play, dude. Go play
Yeah.
and they'll trade you. They're not gonna trade you if you're gonna sit and
Right.
cry
And no team's
about
not
everything.
no team's gonna want you if you're not gonna play.
Okay. Also, I don't want him because he can't shoot.
Yeah. And he's a point guard.
The fact that you've been in the league for like 4 years now and you still haven't progressed at all, like once.
Right.
You're the same player every year.
You're supposed to be a generational talent.
concerning.
You're supposed to be a generational talent because you're 6'10", you're at the point guard position, and you can't shoot.
Yeah, it's
A 3-pointer to save your life.
oh my gosh.
Sheesh.
At least try. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, at least Westbrook. I mean, Westbrook sucks at shooting threes, but at least he tries.
At least he
man.
should.
I wish he wouldn't, but he does. I also put Joel Embiid on here. You think he's funny? I
do
think
think
he
he's
is funny
pretty funny.
sometimes. Other times, I think
He does whine a lot, I feel
he
like.
whines way too much.
And you know what's funny is kind of Luka's kind of been, he has been complaining a lot
That's
recently.
just how the best
But
players
yeah.
do it. They just whine because they
It's
want
like-
to get calls.
James Harden. James Harden's been,
Yo, James
complain-
Harden. Oh, I have him
complaining
on
a
my list
lot.
too. I forgot to say him.
yeah.
I skipped over him for some reason. But James Harden, hate that guy.
Yeah.
He tries to like draw all these foul calls when it's like, why don't you just play the game?
Yeah. I saw a video of him. There was another guy taking a free throw. Wow.
Free thrower.
free throw.
Free throw?
And he was going through this whole routine before he even got the ball. And James Harden was like, just threw his
Oh, he's
hands up
talking
because he was
Giannis.
so pissed.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
talking about
Giannis. Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Dude,
Mm.
beast.
Good
Likable player. If we're talking about likable players, that's a whole different conversation we'll have to have.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm with him on that. Giannis took about 15 seconds to shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's like, okay.
Do you have anybody else on?
Kyle Lowry because
Okay.
he's too thick.
He is thick.
Dude, you gotta look at his butt. I'm not trying to be gay here, but look at his butt. Dude.
Okay.
He's got a big butt.
Kyle.
Just look up Kyle Lowry thick.
No, okay, I'm a little scared now. Kyle Lowry, Lowry. Yep.
Dude, man's got buns.
While we're here, look at Tim Tebow's flab, dude. Look at his.
Dude.
That's not flab, that's muscle, but look at
Muscle.
that.
Dude, that's a
His triceps
muscly
bigger than
flab.
his bicep.
Okay, so do you have any more players?
Did you think I was done?
Yeah,
Did you think I was done? No,
Maybe,
I
I
got
don't
plenty more.
Oh, okay. I just have a list. Okay.
Jameis Winston.
I like Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I know you do.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's annoying.
He's back and forth. He's
He's-
kind of on the line for me. Sometimes it's like,
It's just a meme. Like I look at him
sometimes
as a
it's
meme.
funny and sometimes it's annoying
Maybe
and
it's
dumb.
previously, like before he was on the Saints.
Oh well, I mean, like I liked him. That's more of like
I hated him in college.
Okay, yeah, on college he was not a likable person. But no, it's when like the whole like eating the W thing like became like
Oh
a
my
meme,
gosh.
and then
If
also,
I hate that.
and then the guy's like, there was one where he was like, okay, look at your brother or look at your teammate. Like somebody was giving like a pump up speech before the game, and he goes up to his teammate and just like looks at him or whatever. And it was so funny.
Sometimes it's funny and sometimes
Right.
it's annoying.
And then also the whole how he threw 30 picks and 30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like, that's hilarious.
That's actually kind of
Yeah.
impressive.
And then he's like, I think I need to get LASIK eye surgery. And he gets that. And everyone's like, that's why you did so bad.
yeah, I'm actually blind. And that's playing this whole time.
You're playing quarterback and you are like, maybe I should get eye surgery.
That's how it's even more impressive. He threw 30 touchdowns.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, oh, they're down there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's why it's funny. So, I mean.
I also put any soccer player that flops on here.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, he's a snake. He'll always be a snake. Josh, if you're listening or watching a clip, possibly he is a snake. Sorry. Everyone make a slithering noise.
Snake. Sorry.
So sorry. Thanks,
Thank you.
Juliano.
I also put Mike McCarthy on there.
Yeah.
I
can see
know
why as
he won a
Packers fan.
Super Bowl with
But
the
then
Green
after
Bay
that-
Packers, but I'm gonna be honest. Aaron Rodgers won that Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and he made Mike McCarthy what he was today.
Put Urban Meyer in place of Mike McCarthy that year. Did they still win the Super Bowl?
Yes,
Okay.
You put any you put
it
any
doesn't even
coach.
matter what coach you put with Aaron Rodgers; he's gonna win you games. I saw a little thing that said,
That's why I don't give a ton of credit to
true.
Matt LaFleur.
I still do because I guess he was a
Matt
little like
LaFleur.
their team was a little worse. I guess talent wise, they
Who?
were like 23-14
Oh,
before
yeah.
he came on, and now he's 39-9.
Yeah.
Just
I
insanely good.
Yeah.
I think there's like a good mixture, like a good relationship between him and Aaron. So like they kind of switch off on play calling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's really cool, and he's a good players coach. So I do give him credit to winning the team over and being
Mhm.
able to, he's maximized their talent. And I
Right.
think that's the biggest thing. But what I was gonna say is I saw this thing that said it was on TikTok actually, and I don't agree with this guy. He goes, if you put Aaron Rodgers on the Lions when Matthew Stafford's on there, do they still win, or are they still losing teams? And the guy's like, or one of them was like, absolutely, he's winning them games. Aaron Rodgers wins you games,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy's like, no, there's no way. I'm like, I
Nah, dude,
actually,
Aaron Rodgers would win the Lions games.
he's leading him to the play. It doesn't matter what team. I mean, I guess for the most part, it doesn't matter what team you put Aaron Rodgers on.
Mhm.
He's gonna win you games. He's just that
Yeah.
kind of quarterback.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of quarterback, that's kind of just what happens.
Yeah.
Juliano, do that again.
No. do not do it. Anyway.
Juliano, hit up our Panda Express.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
Anyway, so who else you got on your list?
I think for the
That's
most
it.
part that was it. I think
Alright.
I had Kevin King on there for obvious
Alright.
reasons. He sucks.
Alright,
He
so
sucks.
But
I
that's
have-
about it.
I have I think we can end on this. I have the top. I'm not going to read all of these, but the top 101 most despised athletes in sports history. So, and obviously a lot of these were before our time, really. So number 101 was Terrell Owens. So Reggie Jackson, 100. A lot of these other ones I don't really know. Rick Mahorn. Do you know who that is?
Rick Mahorn.
Stephen Marbury.
You,
Stephen Marbury.
never mind.
Do you know who that is?
I know Stephen Marbury.
Yeah.
Gold State.
Yeah.
GS.
Randy Johnson. Let's see who. There's a lot of these players. Steven Jackson.
Okay.
Marty McSorley. Who is that?
No idea.
It says-
I know Marty McFly.
It says an enforcer on the ice. Marty McSorley was known to occasionally take things too far. This made him less popular in visiting arenas and with opposing players. It didn't help when he was charged with assault in 2000 for slashing Donald Brashear in the back of the head.
Oh.
Oh, you said
I think it's
ice?
hockey.
So
I think it's hockey,
So
yeah.
Ice.
I immediately.
Number 90,
Ice, baby.
Philip Rivers. I like Philip Rivers.
I
Philip
think-
Rivers
no.
was on a top 50 list that I saw.
It's,
Really?
it's because he talks so
'Cause
much
he was-
Trash, yeah.
Which
He was cursing and swearing.
I really like watching like the mic'd up.
Oh yeah,
when
watching
he's-
Philip Rivers.
Or the stats where they show how many kids he has.
Yeah, those
Those are my favorite.
I like. What was it?
Jordan.
What do you say?
Your
The
face. You didn't
stats
say
were-
anything. You just do like your face.
That's where they show how many kids he has.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he has a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was Catholic, but
Yeah, I think he is.
is he Catholic?
I think he is.
Oh, I should have known.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's one clip of him talking to like one of the Bears guys. He goes, "He turned the corner on you. He turned the effing corner."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, he didn't."
Number 89, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, dude, I saw him punch a guy in the face one time.
Really?
I think it was
86 was
like an old
Brett Favre.
I could see that because he throws a lot of picks.
Yeah.
He was on a list too.
Reggie Bush, 82.
Okay,
Tony Romo was 81.
I actually love Tony.
These two you
I
guys
hate
won't.
him.
These two you won't know, but it's Marco Materazzi and Zinedine Zidane from the 2006
I know
World
him.
Cup.
Yeah, they probably flop. So
It was the French player headbutted another guy in the
Oh,
finals,
okay.
Not allowed.
so not allowed, obviously.
It's okay. I'll allow it.
I would.
Oh, okay. I'm still going through all these. 74, Sidney Crosby. I only know that from NHL. Paul Pierce, 73.
Oh, gosh, no one likes him anymore. I
Um,
absolutely hate him.
yeah. 71, Randy Moss.
That's fair. Yeah, they already said Randy Moss.
No, I didn't say Randy Moss.
Dude, what if he's on there twice?
67
Never
was
know.
Adam Pac-Man Jones. Jay Cutler, 66. JJ Redick, 65.
Dude, Jay Cutler's 66.
Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't even put him on the list. He's one of my favorite players.
Really?
Yeah.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah,
the amount
because
of
he's a
times he
Pac.
threw the Packers. Like, come on.
JJ Redick is on the list.
Oh yeah, a lot of
65.
people hated him in college.
Yeah, I think that's what it says about him. 64, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
63, Vince Carter.
Oh,
Kind of surprised about that one.
something they're interesting.
I think it's more just because like how good they were.
That's. I mean, people just hate the
Yeah.
best players.
Like
for some
58,
reason.
Donovan McNabb.
Oh, I love Donovan McNabb.
Or 57, Manu Ginobili. Do you agree with that?
Manu? Are you kidding?
Yeah,
me?
that's what's on this list.
That should be favorites.
Yeah.
Who hates Manu Ginobili?
Isn't he the one that he grabbed the bat? Like,
Yeah, he's
was
probably
flying
because the biggest. He has a big nose.
That's
He
what-
rivals you.
Oh yeah, he does. 56, Michael Irvin. Kind of surprised. 55, Isaiah Thomas. Not the
Yeah, I know. What
the
you're
older
talking
one.
about.
Yeah. Which that one makes sense. 53, Ron Artest.
I'm surprised he's not lower.
52, Christian Leitner.
Oh, dude, I would have put him on my list.
Would you?
That guy
Okay.
sucks.
Let's see what
I
else.
wasn't thinking all time though. So
Right. 46, Charles Barkley.
that's fair. That's fair. Some
Although I
people
like
hate
him as a, I like him. I like him
hate
on
him.
the NBA show.
He's one of
now.
the funniest guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Charles Barkley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking someone else.
43, Plex.
Charles?
Were you
Oh, you're
thinking
thinking Charles Minor.
No. You thinking of Shaquille O'Neal?
No, I was thinking, who is it that's on the Monday night was on the Monday night broadcast? Oh, Booger McFarland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should know with a name like Booger.
Yeah.
That whole crew.
That whole crew. Okay, 43, Plaxico Burress. 42, Chad Ochocinco. 41, Floyd Mayweather. Anyway, 38, Gilbert Arenas.
That's fair.
That's
he
fair,
had
okay.
a gun.
36, Sammy Sosa. A lot of these I don't really know. Let's see.
I feel like a lot of these is because they're black.
I mean, if
Being
29,
honest.
Tony Romo.
29, Cristiano Ronaldo.
I mean, he's pretty dark skinned too.
But he's black.
He's Spanish.
Yeah, I know. He's Hispanic.
Let's see who else we got. Jamarcus Russell, 25.
Okay.
That one's
I
that one. That one is like
That one's
deserved.
okay.
That one's deserved.
I love the story of him, like, them giving him game tape.
Yeah, and there was
there's not
nothing on
actually
them.
any tape on it. He's like, yeah, I watched him.
Yeah, that part's funny. Let's see what else we got. 22 Ray Lewis. I like Ray Lewis.
That's probably because he was accused for killing somebody.
Yeah.
Which everyone still thinks he killed somebody.
Yeah. The amount of stuff I see people say about him.
Every time I see a Michael Vick thing or a Ray Lewis, it's wow, you guys support a guy who killed animals or did
Right.
that. I'm like, dude, come on, he served his time at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why are you even commenting about it?
21 Reggie Miller.
Oh yeah, he was a trash talker.
Yeah.
That's probably why he's on there.
Do you remember Albert Hainsworth?
Oh my god, that guy is big.
Oh yeah, and then also I totally forgot he was kicked out of a game and then suspended for stomping on the face of an offensive lineman.
Gosh.
And then he showed up to camp out of shape and then he was recently accused of fondling a waitress at a cocktail lounge. So not a
Got the
good
rap
guy.
sheet.
Okay, I just thought of a couple more people I want to say.
Okay, who?
Eddie Lacy's one of them. Because he
Okay.
apparently can't stay away from the burgers. And then Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah.
Hate him so much. He stopped
think it's
on
more of a
Aaron
Packers
Rodgers' freaking
Ankle.
hand and ankle.
Oh, okay,
Sheesh.
okay.
Yeah, he was on a
He's
list I was
I bet
looking
you I feel like he should be on this
He
list.
might be on
He
this.
might be.
Okay, 16 Matt Leinart, 15 Tiki Barber. Let's see.
Tiki Wiki.
Let's see. 12 Ben Roethlisberger.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Rape.
11 Alex
Not-
Rodriguez.
Allegation. He had rape allegation.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
That's what he just said. Rape.
Rape.
My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
rape.
Should have explained it.
11 Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
hey, Rod.
10 Michael Vick.
Wow, that's just messed up.
Let's see.
You just went over this.
Okay, I'm gonna read you the top 10. I'll read you all of them. Okay, so 10 was Michael Vick. 9 was John Rocker.
Who?
Don't know.
He was just
That
off as a
is-
rocker.
8 was Pete Rose.
Okay, yeah, I think it's because he was betting.
Baseball.
It was baseball.
Yeah.
He was betting while he played games on the games.
7 Roger Clemens. That one's Red Sox fans or some baseball. 6 Kobe Bryant.
Hey man, when you do that good, they hate you.
Right. I think it's definitely for while he was playing. Definitely not for when he was after he was done playing.
I think there was some allegation against him too.
There was that,
But,
I know that.
I mean, everyone forgot about it.
wonder why. That
Was it
seems
rape?
to happen. 5 LeBron James. Again, not surprised.
Jabron Lames.
4 Barry Bonds. 3. Okay, now this one's interesting. Tiger Woods.
Dude, everyone's like, oh, okay, this is stupid.
Surprised
Man.
it's that
Tiger
high.
Woods should not be here. It's like, oh, they cheated on his wife. I hate him. Actually, that's a fair point.
Yeah, I was like,
Wait.
Hold on, Jordan. What the heck
Let
are
me
you saying
think about
here?
this for a second.
No,
Roll back
wait.
that clip. Roll back that clip. 2 OJ Simpson.
what? Why is he on the list?
Honestly,
the-
he
Didn't
love
do
you
it.
to fit.
The description
Guys.
for this one says, "Do I really need to explain this one?"
He served his time.
He
And
didn't
then
do it.
number 1, Ty Cobb. I don't know who this is, but I'll read you the
Probably
description.
Randall Cobb's brother.
It's baseball. Ty Cobb is one of the greatest hitters the game of baseball has ever seen. He's also one of the worst human beings the world has ever seen. A notorious racist, Cobb had several altercations with black men in which he ended up violently attacking them. One of the most famous incidents was brought about when a groundskeeper named Bungie Davis slapped Cobb on the back as if to say good job, and was consequently attacked by Cobb because he felt a black person shouldn't be so familiar with him.
We do not support
We do
racism on
not.
this podcast.
No, we don't endorse.
So if we do say something racist, let us know in the comments. Also, we probably said it by accident.
Or out of joke. As a joke.
Somebody said, okay, some evidence apparently
Racism
exists
is
to
a
say
joke,
that
Pat.
that Cobb either was never as racist as people thought, or that he began to reform his ways towards the end of his life. Even if that is true, if you mention the name Ty Cobb to most sports fans, you will receive a reaction of pure digest.
What's his name?
Ty Cobb.
I remember
Anyway.
that.
There was
Never do that again.
for the Tiger Woods. It says, yeah, there are at least 121 reasons why people hate Tiger Woods.
Okay,
And
there's
then-
like one reason.
hold on,
And maybe the DUI he had.
dang. Let me read the rest of this. Anyway,
Say it louder, Pat.
You heard.
It's because he's black.
What?
No,
Jordan!
Whoa.
That's
We're not racist.
That's not racist.
We literally just said we
That's
don't
a fact.
support
They are
racism.
blackballing him on this list.
We need to end this.
This is Bleacher Report. I doubt that.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Let's
do we
wrap
have-
this up.
Do we have anything else we want to say?
thanks for coming to our show.
Oh yeah. If you guys liked what you listened to, go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah,
You can
we're on
leave us
the
a
things.
review on. You can now leave us a review on Spotify too.
Cool.
Check
Check that out.
You didn't know that. There's a star thing at the top.
Just a rating, not a
Just
review.
rating, no review. But go to the Apple Podcast app and leave
leave
us
a
a review
review.
there, or Facebook. You can also go and subscribe to us on YouTube and watch the
Mhm.
full thing and see our Jordan's glasses and the faces he's making now.
On camera.
You're on camera.
Hey, no.
Jordan wants to show off his new blue light glasses that he got,
These aren't blue light.
but not those ones.
The next
time.
show,
Yeah.
I'll show off my blue light glasses.
If you want to see how closely he resembles the know-it-all kid from Polar Express,
Oh, yeah.
DM me on Instagram, PJ Draymond.
I'm
and I will
selling the
send you
pic for
picture.
$10.
No, you can get it from me for free. Maybe.
Anyway, until
messed
next,
up, man. That's
next time,
messed up.
guys. We'll see you later.
No, don't come by. What?
Bye, guys.
Bye.